Viewers from across the galaxy, all the way from Australia to Newcastle, do we have a pube problem? If so, our friends at Manscaped have you cleared off a takeoff with the 4th generation brand new lawnmower 4.0. Kick your pubes onto the next planet with the Performance Package 4.0. The orbits in your pants will feel like you're in zero gravity when you use the best tools for the job from the leaders of male grooming. Join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get your rocket ready for takeoff by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with our code NFTV. And on top of our 20% off, there's a sale on Manscaped which you can also place on top. Some of their discount is over 40% off, and using our code you can get a whopping 60% off on any of their products. My personal favourite is the Performance Package 4.0 because you can get this just for £88, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you don't want to spend that kind of money, this is a bargain though. You need to get this. If you just want to buy something like a boxer short or a t-shirt, you'll still get a huge discount with our code and their sale. Get over to manscaped.com. The Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. This spaceship is here to guide you on a journey to trim your body, balls, arse, and even Uranus. This 4th generation trimmer also features a cutting-edge Simeratic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a whopping 7,000 RPM motor. Incredible. A new multifunction on and off switch can engage the travel lock and is even waterproof. The Lawnmower 4.0 also has a 4,000 LED spotlight so you can turn it on and off whenever you need it for a more precise shave throughout your travels across the universe. You can see it's so easy to go across your face. I use it to do my face. So good. You need to get this. The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker. It's like having a little astronaut to chop your worst weeds up top in your nose and ears. The Weed Whacker is also waterproof, and that uses a whopping 9,000 RPM motor-powered 360-degree dual blade system. This nose and ear hair trimmer provides skin-safe technology so you don't have to pluck your nose like this bloke is, which helps you prevent nicks, snags and tugs on those delicate holes. Don't forget the crop preserver, ball deodorant and the crop reviver to help your little planets to be on their A game while feeling the sun's heat. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts with their Performance Package 4.0, which includes the Manscaped boxers and the travel bag. I bought Hairy Balls and Buzz Lightyear that Woody with Manscaped. Remember, Manscaped have got that offer on their website. At the final checkout, you can get a huge discount, but also another 20% off on top using our code NFTV at the final checkout. Would Dick and Balls need some help for a clean and Trinity and beyond? Your space balls will thank you.
Space balls. Good afternoon, everyone. We are back. It is myself, Carl. Happy for you all to join me for today's watch along. I cannot wait for us to go and stick 0 goals past Manchester United while bending over and taking more semen than Riley Reid takes on a daily basis. Cristiano Ronaldo is starting today with Jadon Sancho and Mason Greenwood, which looks like is that they're attacking 3. I can't be asked. I'm done. I'm done already. I don't want to be here. In all seriousness, the only reason I am is because I get to spend the afternoon with you lot. So we're going to enjoy this pain together and pray for some miraculous result, which isn't going to come. But we'll have I'm waiting on Liam. I think Brandon will be joining us at some point as well. I hope you've all had a fantastic week so far. I'm very sorry that it's going to be ruined by a shit show today. Yeah, it is all about Cristiano Ronaldo on their side. For us, it's all about not conceding as little goals as possible. Cole Stolen, what's up, Cole? What is up, mate? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? I'm very happy. My son was born last week. He's almost 10 days old, which is crazy. Thankfully, he's not old enough to endure this crock of shit. But let's get straight into it straight away. I've got the lineup to go through with yourselves. Drop comments in. Bash Bruce as much as you want. Why he believes that Matt Ritchie and Jacob Murphy are the answer to sitting at wing back to defend against Cristiano Ronaldo, Mason Greenwood, and Jadon Sancho is beyond me. But it is what it is. it is what it is. It's always nice to see a player we spoke to sign. Yeah, I've just seen Edouard scoring a brace within 5 minutes against Tottenham Hotspur today. But we can't afford players like that, unfortunately. So yeah, I apologise in advance. It's probably going to be a very negative watch along. Congratulations, looking well considering the new duties, mate. To be fair, mate, yeah, the first 3 days were difficult. Still, kind of found a little bit of a routine now, so able to get a bit of sleep here and there. So thank you very much, Andrew. Congrats on the baby. Kyle has got a great father. I'm sure a great mother. Appreciate that, Will. Thank you very much, mate. He's definitely got a great mother. She was absolutely amazing through the whole process. Yeah, Palace put Spurs in a split. Yeah, they did. I can't believe they've gone and put. Was it 3 in the end? Let me just share the screen, gents. I've got Liam in the background, so let me just bring this up. When his camera's working. Thank you, Hector. Appreciate that. Great. Ronaldo, Sancho, and Greenwood. That could be a world 11, for fuck's sake. Yeah, 3-0. Hi, Carl. I'm at the match. Congrats on the baby. Thank you very much, Thomas. Thomas, by all means, if you get some footage, tag us in Twitter or something like that so we can pinch it and get it included in the watch along. I'll bring Liam in very shortly. Man United 4-1 Newcastle. I think I'm worried that we might concede 6, to be honest. I'm worried. I'm worried we might concede 6. Let's bring Liam in. Liam, how are we? Cannot hear you, mate. Technical issues. Ginger Hoskins going 6-0 Man United. I'm about there as well, mate, to be honest. Does anyone actually have any hope today? Only thing letting Man United back is the manager, really. Man United have the best team in the league. I don't know about that. I think Manchester City and Chelsea are very, very strong. Liam is dropping out and will probably come back in once his audio sorted. Volks have already accepted defeat. Definitely. I think it's just about having a bit of banter, to be honest, and just praying that something will happen. Our back three is Hayden, Lascelles and Clark. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not overly happy with playing Hayden at centre half, of course, but he's someone said he's quicker than Fernandez, but I'd rather Federico Fernandez in over Jamal Lascelles or Kieran Clark. I think we may surprise everybody. Anything other than a loss will be a surprise. Think it's going to be 6 or 7-0 to Man United. Andrew Bell, only hope I have is single figures. Any better, Liam? It's really, really quiet, mate. Look, I can barely hear you. Like, barely hear you. Joe Linton versus Varane, no goals today for us. Thank you very much, Thomas. The team will win 1-0. I admire your optimism, Paul. Just can't see it. But no, Liam, can't hear anything, mate. Right. Let's get into having a look at the side. Wherever that's disappeared to. So, it is Freddie Woodman in goal. Javier Manquillo, Isaac Hayden, Jamal Lascelles, Kieran Clark, and Matt Ritchie. I apologise for saying Jacob Murphy because he's not in the side. So it's Javier Manquillo, which I'm a little bit very marginally happier about because he can defend, to be fair to him. But yeah, Sean Longstaff, Joe Willock, Miguel Almiron, Alan saint-maximin, and Joe Linton up front. It's a difficult one because I look at that and I think, well, who else can we include? Matt Ritchie. I'd probably put Jamal Lewis in there just for pace. But is that a game you want to come and bring him in against? His debut this season, his first game this season against Manchester United. Probably, it isn't the ideal fixture for him. So I do look at it. I think, well, who else do we play there? Because I don't want Kraft in the side. I don't want Hendrick in the side. I'd like Shah in the side. I'd like Fernandez in the side. It's one of them. That's how depleted we are in terms of talent. You start to look at this squad and you think we're not good enough. Definitely not defensively. We do not have good enough personnel to be competing in the Premier League right now, in my opinion. What have we got? Let's be honest, if we can't beat Watford, it will be no wins in the next 5. Definitely, I agree with that 100%, Ginger. I wonder what the betting odds for Newcastle winning would be. I don't understand why we have centre-backs on the bench and he decides to play Hayden at centre-back. It's very, very frustrating, Thomas. I don't understand that at all. At all. We're in bother if Richie is marking Ronaldo 100%. Because like you said, we've got you got Jamal Lascelles starting. Then you should be, for me, you could be looking at Federico Fernandez and Fabian Schär. Is Steve Bruce looking at that and thinking that there's not enough pace between those three? But Isaac Hayden isn't a centre-half. Yeah, he might have had the odd game where he's played decent at centre-half, but that's against the lesser opposition. That's not against the likes of Manchester United. That's not against one of the best goal-scoring strikers the world has ever seen in Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, we are going to get fucked. Problem with 5 at the back is it gives Man U free space for Bruno and Pogba. Exactly. But Pogba has been playing out on the left recently for Manchester United, and I have seen on Twitter that Manchester United fans aren't necessarily happy that he's been brought more central, but they overrun our midfield. Let's be honest, Sean Longstaff isn't keeping up with Pogba or Bruno. No way. Like, the midfield is going to be left to Joe Willock, who's going to be shagged by about 75 minutes after we've already conceded 5 goals. We've got no goal scoring threat in Joe Linton up front. No offence to him. That's off the back of Steve Bruce turning around on the radio and admitting to the fans that Joe Linton isn't a striker. So he started him instead of Dwight Gale. Yes, Callum Wilson's injured. It's unfortunate. But if you're going to start a striker, start Dwight Gale. He's got more goal scoring threat than Joe Linton, in my opinion. And Miggy and Alan Saint-Maximin out on the wings, it looks like. Strasbourg, Steve, good to have you, mate. Not looking forward to this game. Definitely not. This is terrible. How is Gale the only impact sub? Gale has a decent score record at Old Trafford and he's on the bench. Sancho versus Richie Greenwood versus Manquillo. Fucking hell. I don't even know what to say. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'll bring the comments up. I did like with what we have available, lads, because we're all moaning about it. Me too. Hate it. Hate the lineup. Hate the formation. Hate every bit of it. What is the option? What options do we have with the personnel available, or is it, or do we not? Is this just something we have to accept? Andrew Lee will be happy. We have all another tactics figured out to analyze all the Man U goals. Yeah, gives him content. I guess Joe Linton isn't Brazilian. Why Joe Linton? I'm okay with Joe Linton maybe playing out like wide, but he's not a striker at all. Exactly. That is nail on the head the problem. We're not good enough. And it's becoming a difficult pill to swallow, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Just going to send this link to Liam. Bear with me. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Genuine predictions for scoreline. Who's going to score for Man United? How many goals is Cristiano Ronaldo going to score, if any? I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. Are we going to give away another penalty? May as well make it 4 for 4. Why the hell not? If you've not already, please drop a like on the video, share, subscribe. I imagine we might have a few decent numbers today as well, with it being such a sought-after fixture for Manchester United fans. But how about the irony that the Premier League didn't manage to get this televised and everyone will be sought after Saudi Arabian illegal streams? Oh, the irony. For one of the biggest games of the season with Cristiano Ronaldo returning, and it's not televised. So we'll all be using Butte boxes, Butte Cube boxes and Saudi streams and whatnot. Yeah, hilarious. The derby of dinosaurs. We need Wilson. Shocked at that lineup. United will win. If it's Manchester United, yes, they will. Maybe we'll play 4 at the back. No, he's not playing 4 at the back, mate. He's definitely not, because who's he going to bring forward? You've got Isaac Hayden. I can't see it. I'd be very, very surprised. He wouldn't play Matt Ritchie as a flat fullback, I don't think. I could be wrong, but I don't think he would do, because it nullifies his point of being on the pitch, which is that attacking prowess going forward. Why give Gal that extended contract if he never plays? Fuck knows. It's two choices this season: getting a proper manager or go down under Bruce. Yeah, and I've spoken to this about with people on social media, and I just can't see it happening in the sense that he's not going to get sacked and he's not going to walk away. And lots of people have been turning around saying if we don't get a result today, they can see him going, I can't. Manchester United have always struggled against low blocks, and Newcastle can get a result. Yes, United are better on paper, but games are not won on paper. But there's a difference, mate, in the personnel that they've got this season. Steve Bruce going to be laughing with Ollie in the dugout. 100%. Ronaldo 3 or 4 goals. Got to keep the crowd frustrated for the first 20 minutes. After that, we could grow into the game. I really hope so. I've just not got any optimism today. Newcastle can get a result if they keep the scoreline 0-0 for long enough, but if United score early, then it could be a long day. 100%. Can we please sell Almiron to raise funds this winter? He's had 2 years. He's not improved with the squad. Fair point. We sack McLaren. So, Liam is here. Oh, big one there. 8-1 United. Get rid of the one, and it's probably realistic. I predict 6-0 to Manua. First goal to Ronaldo. A penalty. Is everyone surprised that Man United are starting Ronaldo, by the way? I'd rather have Joey Barton as manager. So would I. Here he is.
Hello. So I don't know what's going on. My laptop just went all kaput, so I've had to use my bird's phone.
Really? That's fair enough, mate. Yeah. Where are we? Geordie, I admire your optimism, but I can't go with you on this one, mate. If there's a game to bet your mortgage on, it's this one. Manchester United will destroy us today. I really do hope Geordie's right. Manveer Singh.
I hope we just shithouse it the day. I hope they had 30 shots and we just have one shot, not even on target, deflecting, and I hope we win. Just 1-0.
Oh, yeah. I'd be absolutely okay with that, because we're not going to be going out on the front foot, are we? We know we're going to be sitting back absorbing pressure. 1-1 is brave. Yeah, it is. Ronaldo probably pressured Ollie. Maybe. Let's have a look at that Manchester United lineup. I'll just quickly try and find it. Wherever it is. So what's your predictions for the actual scoreline then, Liam?
The football fan in us probably says 3-0 Man U, but obviously the Newcastle in us says 2-1 Newcastle.
I love it. Yeah, looking at that lineup, you still feeling the same?
Not at all. I've seen it before, and I think that's probably their best lineup. Well, I'll probably take the hair out of Henderson. That's probably their best lineup they can get.
I think someone mentioned in the chat that it's Sancho lining up against Matt Ritchie and what's his name, Mason Greenwood lining up against Manquillo, which leaves Ronaldo up top against that centre half three of Hayden, Lascelles, and Kieran Clark. Is that the three that you'd start in the centre, mate, or would you have brought Fernandes and Shaw in there?
I think they've tried to win for pace, haven't they? I think obviously Hayden and Lascelles are probably slightly quicker than Fernandes and whoever else you said. I can't remember what his name was. But I think they've just went for pace to try and keep Ronaldo at bay, really.
Yeah.
But obviously, pretty much nearly every position we've got, someone's defend. We're not full strength, are we?
Definitely not. What do you make of? How do you think Matt Ritchie's going to fare against the likes of Jadon Sancho today? Because Jadon Sancho hasn't really played that much at all out on the right.
No. I'm surprised Ritchie hasn't been. I think what probably out of the 6-7 goals we conceded, I think Ritchie's had a hand in most of them. And I think if it was any other player, there would have been dropped straight away. But obviously, he's probably scared to drop him just in case they start scrapping on the training ground. But I think he's going to have an absolute torrid time.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. I think it's going to be a very difficult day for him. It's one of those where Jadon Sancho can really make a name for himself today in the Premier League, because he's not done much up until today. He's not been utilised too much. He's probably looking at today and thinking, I can get a Matt Ritchie and have a real good game. I can't believe that it's not on the telly. I really can't. I can't believe that. I know it was still close, but I just can't believe they've not televised it.
Yeah, but then who's actually bothered about it? It's only Newcastle fans and Man U fans, isn't it? I think obviously the press are just making a big deal out of it just because it's Ronaldo and he's arguably the greatest player I've ever played football.
Yeah, and I just feel like they've missed a trick with him coming back to the Premier League. I think most people would have wanted to have tuned in just to see if he was going to do anything. Do you know what I mean? I think after this, 100%, you wouldn't really give a shit about it, but you're probably looking at it thinking he's going to go and bag 3 against Newcastle. Man United lineup news had 80,000 likes. Yeah, it's a very popular post.
Yes.
Where are we? So Brandon, I think Brandon's coming in around 3 o'clock for the watch along as well. I won't advertise on here, but I imagine we're all using the same sort of streams. So if you want to help people out in the comments, that's absolutely fine. Or you might be listening to it on the radio. I don't know. Have we got many Manchester United fans in the chat? Probably not. NUFC Josh says Messi or Ronaldo. Where do you stand on that, Liam?
Ronaldo every day of the week. I think he can do everything essentially.
Fair enough.
What do you think, Messi or Ronaldo?
I'm a Messi fan personally. Cristiano Ronaldo is absolutely amazing. Of course he is. I feel like Messi is just more of a naturally gifted footballer, whereas obviously Ronaldo is an unbelievably like if you look at like a consummate professional of a game, like he's someone that you have to idolize.
I think it's going to be interesting to see if Messi plays it. If Messi see when Messi retires, because obviously Ronaldo's done it in England already, Spain, Italy, and then obviously he's went back to England, so he's arguably went back to the hardest league, and obviously Messi's went to PSG, who've got a phenomenal team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I was a bit disappointed that he went to PSG. Don't get me wrong. I really thought that they might push for a move to the Premier League, but Manchester City obviously didn't fancy it.
Well, it was funny though that he was crying in his press conference, and then 2 days later he signed like a £500,000 deal a week. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like it was all for the cameras, wasn't it?
Absolutely. At least if we can see free kicks, we know Ronaldo won't hit the target. Well, you've jinxed it now. It's not televised in the UK, Barbara. Is my point. Sorry. Should have made that abundantly clear. But yeah, difficult afternoon coming up. As I said, if you haven't already, please like and share the video. We've got a clip coming up for you just before we get into the match, and that will be coming from Lee, who was driving down to Manchester this morning. So I'm just going to drop that one up on the screen now, and we'll be back with you afterwards.
When I get there, it's straight in, straight out, the videos, and back up to Carlisle and back across to Newcastle. But it's got to be a difficult task. We've seen Steve Bruce's press conference yesterday. Callum Wilson's out with goal scorer, so it's got to be. Look, I think we'll get thumped, and I said it to Sophie. It was on the preview the other day. I think we're going to do 6-0. I really think we're going to get thumped. You're probably asking yourself, well, what's the point in driving to Manchester Lane if you're seeing your team, if you've got any hope, and that's what kills you, isn't it? The hope that kills you. I'm hoping that Newcastle do pull off a miracle and come away from Old Trafford with a point at least, but I can't say it. I can't see we're scoring now, especially Callum Wilson, who, like I say, Newcastle sitting behind the ball, low block, parking the bus, and trying to get ASM on the ball and get up the pitch. And all Man United have got to do to me is probably put 2 men on saint-maximin, and that's the threat gone. So who do you replace with Callum Wilson, the biggest goal threat? I think Bruce will go Joe Linton. History tells you that he favours Joe Linton over Dwight Gale. Personally, I wouldn't. I'd rather have Dwight Gale, because if the chance comes in the 6-yard box, I'd rather have Dwight Gale in there than Joe Linton. But look, we're all nuts about Ronaldo. It's all about him. It's all going to be match of the day and everything. And obviously, very, very surprised this game wasn't switched to live TV, considering it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest superstar in world football, making his second debut, whether he comes off the bench, which I still think he will. Look, but they've got loads of talent, man. How are we going to cope with that? How are we going to cope? And there's no Ryan Fraser going forward for the tune. The only positive for Steve Bruce is that Miguel Almiron's allowed to play by FIFA, because if you look at the Brazilian lads, they haven't been allowed to play this weekend. So that's probably a relief to Bruce, because Almiron will graft his arse off. But I'm going to see Man United dominate all of the ball. It's going to be frustrating. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be singing. You'll see it in the vlog, so do keep an eye out on that. That'll be coming out later on tonight. When we're going doing 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, I think the Toon fans will be loud spirits. I think that's the only probably positive to come out of it, that the Toon fans. Newcastle United didn't deserve the fans, in my opinion. Travelling home and away, up and down the country, every game, full as well. But look, I kind of say I think they could end up cricket score. You just got to get this out of the way, I guess, a little bit. Hope. But like I say, there's tons of videos coming up. Tons of videos. Obviously, Bruce has had a little bit of a bite in his press conference about transfers and that. Do I feel sorry for Bruce? A little bit I do, but some of the stuff that he comes out with, he's just stupid stuff that he comes out with. But is it his fault that Newcastle haven't got transfers through the door? It's not. It's the powers that be above him. It's the likes of Charney, Keith Bishop, who's the PR man, whether it's a scouting team, whether it's Mike Ashley. Look, Steve Bruce has got a hard job, and Rafa Benitez had a hard job before him, and even the next manager after him is going to have a hard job as well. So I feel for Bruce in that sense, because he's been done over. But if he was man enough, he'd walk away from the club. But he's not gonna, because at the end of the day, if he walks away, he doesn't get a penny, and that's not going to happen. And that's why Bruce will keep the job and get paid thousands and thousands every week. And he's going back to his real boyhood club today. But anyways, see you at Old Trafford. Remember, we've got the online team coming from 2:30. They'll bring you all the way through till 6 o'clock, and then you'll have me later on the night with the match reaction, the vlog, and the last words. Smash that like, everyone, and we'll see you later.
There you have it. Lee is not confident at all. Believes that fans will be all over Bruce's back today, which I think is the only positive that you can take. Do you think that there's any chance of Bruce leaving this club there, regardless of result?
Not today, no. I think, like Lee said, he's not going to walk, is he? He'll have to get sacked if he was, or his contract runs out. So no, I don't think he'll walk today. But I did feel a bit not sorry for him is probably the wrong word, but like, it was clear that he wanted players to come in, and it was the higher ups that just couldn't sanction it. So it's like, you could say some of it's not his fault, really.
And I do agree. But where do we go? Because with Ashley and that in charge, it's never going to change, regardless of which manager's here. In my opinion. Or do you think even bringing in the likes of Eddie Howe, we've got a better chance of survival? Because where I am at the moment, providing we do get beat today, we've then got who have we got next? Is it Leeds at home? I think. Is that right? Is it Leeds at home next on Friday? I think that's going to be a difficult fixture. We'll probably get beat by Bielsa's lot. And then you got I think Watford, and I'm not sure who's after that, to be honest. But the difficult games ahead, and that's 5 losses potentially. But could Eddie Howe come in and keep us up, for example? Is he someone that you think could do a job at Newcastle with the personnel we've got?
No, I don't. Unless he went super defensive, and it's hard, because I don't think Eddie Howe is the answer at the moment, and I don't think any manager at the moment is the answer. So no, I think regardless of who you bring in, they're just going to do the exact same.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. Just watching the players come out, because obviously we're going to be slightly behind.
I might be slightly ahead of you now.
Pardon?
Mine are already at the centre circle.
Oh, really? Drop me a message in the chat, mate. See for what stream you're using. Oh, dear me. Oh, that's what I'm using. No, I'm not actually. I'll use that now. Let me just get my stream set up. How can I watch the game? There'll be plenty of
Newcastle at
people be able
kick-off.
to give you a link in the chat, mate, or something like that.
Oh, they've just kicked the ball off, and Sean Longstaff forgot they were going to do like the kneeling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your stream's
What
pretty
was
bang on there.
Yeah, what was Ronaldo's odds to score the day?
I don't know. I think Newcastle was 16-1 to get a win. I think someone put in the chat.
I just hope he doesn't have to face a pen, because I think he's faced a pen in every game. Have Man U got the ball at the back for you?
My Wi-Fi is just playing up, so I haven't even got it on. I won't lie. This is fantastic.
Oh, he looks up for it, mine. Like,
Yeah. What minute are you on?
1 minute and 5 seconds.
Oh, okay, I'm with you now then.
We're just going to have a throw in, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Hayden at centre half, mate. Bruce couldn't even get favourites Villa up from the Championship. I know it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. If Bruce goes, Ashley's only interested in yes man.
It was crazy that Bruce.
Say that again, mate. Sorry.
Crazy that Bruce was going to sell Grealish, really.
I know. Where are we?
Come on. What time's Brandon? I thought you said Brandon was coming at a free.
I thought he was as well. I've clearly got that wrong.
He's probably done that thing where he's went with his free, so it's probably like. Do we know how many Ronaldo shirts have been sold?
Yeah, I think it was something like 2.6 million. So like
Well,
equated to like
back, isn't it?
yeah, it was like 186 million pound they made or something stupid. Fucking nuts, mate.
And then it's like obviously all their social medias will go sky high now.
Yeah.
The Newcastle players seem up for it, mind. Go on, Joe Linton. Oh. You know, if we get beat, I just hope it's Pogba that scores the goals because he's in my fantasy team.
I don't think I've got any Man United players in my fantasy team, to be honest.
You know.
No.
Plus, Pogba will be able to push forward now because he's obviously got a Matic sitting next to him.
Yeah.
They do look good on the ball, mind, the Man U players. Obviously, I know they're world-class players, but they just seem to be linking up so easily. We're definitely sitting too deep.
None of my streams are working for some reason. She's in my head then. Fuck's sake. Everyone must be on it.
Yeah. It's all Man U at the moment anyways, so it's not good news. Like, even though we've got behind the ball instantly.
Say that again, mate.
Even though they've got 10 men behind the ball, even though we've got 10 men behind the ball, Man U just seem to be finding space constantly.
Yeah. All of them, Craig. He bought all of them.
He's probably got one underneath his top.
Yeah, he probably has.
I've seen this lad tweeting if Newcastle win the deal, he'll get ASM tattooed on his body somewhere. So I just hope we win just purely for that.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you put that in.
Is it?
Say that again, mate.
Oh, Linton leading the line? Yes. Or this one? Line, or is it just him and ASM swapping?
I don't know. From what I saw, it was Joe Linton, but I'm not actually sure.
Go on. Oh, go on, Joe Linton. Ah. Got into the box, but then dragged it wide.
Everyone's having the same
Well,
issue,
then.
man. No one's been able to get on the stream. The streams are going dead.
Hopefully mine just stays. Sometimes it works on your phone
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look now.
better than it works on your laptop.
No, man, I can't get in. Everyone's on it.
I'll send you another one.
Yeah, so I'll try it now. Yeah, I can see what people are putting in the chat. We're trying to get into some of them, and we can't. Millions of people will be using it. I was on it and I accidentally clicked off. That's a problem.
Do you think when Dollar was back fit, that Woodman will still be number one?
I don't know. I don't think he's made any sort of mistakes, but I just don't like. I don't think he seems very confident in the box. I don't know about you, in terms of commanding players.
Yeah. But then, would you if you had them five sitting in front of you?
Is a very good point. No, I would not.
Come on. You know, like, watching this the day, Taylor Perez was underrated by the Newcastle.
Say that again.
Do you ever wonder if Perez was underrated by the Newcastle fans?
I personally think he was anyway. I'd never wanted him to go. I thought he got a lot of stick. But
because he scores goals, but then like obviously he was very frustrating at times, wasn't he? Like I'm not going to argue that, but you always got at least 10 goals a season, and now we can barely get one player with 10 goals a season.
I was going to say, like, who do you look at that that you think would you start Almiron over him every week at the moment? I wouldn't personally.
Yeah, I think Almiron just needs to move on. He runs around a lot, but that's all he does.
You need to get a t-shirt.
I've got one.
I know. I'm sorry. I meant you need to put that t-shirt on.
I can't find. I don't know where it is.
Fucking Jesus, man.
The lowest goals he scored in the Premier League was 6, and Almiron can barely get a 6.
That's an interesting stat.
His
That one you
highest was
sent me is not
12.
working either.
Is it not?
No.
Have you tried them on your phone as well?
Yeah, it's just like you can't get on the website.
Oh, everybody will be on it.
Yeah. Well, Liam will be doing the commentary.
Ronaldo's just had another shot, but that's it.
Yeah, don't worry. I've just
I've got you one.
put him in timeout for the bullshit scores.
Try that one I just sent
So, mate.
you.
Yeah, I'll use that for now then. What minute are you on?
11.
I'm a little bit behind, but that'll do.
Yeah. I'll try and keep quiet until you catch up.
That's fine.
If we score.
It's fine.
So obviously the goalkeeper situation, who would you sell?
Would I sell? I think at this point, I think it's got to be Carl Darlow.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair to say that the Dubravka's probably the better all-round goalkeeper.
Yeah. But then, like, Woodman's not one going to sit on the bench, is he?
No, that's a fair point.
And then Darlow, then if you swap him for Darlow, then Darlow doesn't want to be on the bench as well. So,
What about yourself?
it's hard. The only thing you could do is really give Woodman a longer deal, if you would accept it, and then send him out on loan so he gets better, and then sell Darlow and then just keep Dubravka.
Yeah.
And when Dubravka starts deteriorating, then bring Woodman in to swap.
Yeah.
But then I don't think Woodman will take another loan somewhere.
Do you not?
Nah. Unless it was another Premier League team, but then I can't see Newcastle sending them to another Premier League team. Oh, so in the box, we're not in the box anymore. Oh, well, brilliant pass by Sean Longstaff. I think Richie just halved someone. Oh, it was Fernandez.
How have Man U looked so far?
Good. I would say good. But then they're playing against a poor team, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? I think it'll be quite interesting to see them up against a Chelsea or a Man City. But I think it's just a matter of time before they score. They all seem to be interlinking with each other easily. Well, apart from that ball just then.
Oh, Mickey's goal stream's back up.
Yeah, excited for the football match next weekend.
Say that again. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. What about yourself?
Cannot wait. But I think I'm having a couple of drinks beforehand, like on the Saturday. Oh, we're breaking. Go on, ASM. Oh, That's it, yes. Go on, Richie. Thrown in Newcastle. Yeah, so then I've got to trek all the way from like about an hour and a half journey on the metro as well, which is going to be fun. So
Do you play football much, mate?
not really. No, I haven't played. It was in between one of the lockdowns. The last game, it was the last five-a-side game I played. But I think it's just the price now. It just seems everywhere is just so expensive. If you want a game of five-a-side, it's like £6-7 for a game of football.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Like playing in like the power leagues and stuff like that, like 35, 40 quid a team.
Come on, we're in the box, like.
Just catching up with that ISM breakaway.
I don't think there was a lot you could have done, to be fair. Like,
no, I think was it Miggy? I think like Miggy was calling for the ball, but he was far too close to him. Anyway, he needs to be out wide, like stretching the centre halves.
Yeah, he's not really a he doesn't really have a football brain, does he?
No.
Man U are breaking now. Oh, not anymore. Well, they've got a throw in, so throwing in our third. So
he could be right though. You never know. It could be absorb all the pressure and fucking nick one. I just can't see it. But we've done it against teams before.
yeah.
Oh, Maxi
See,
took
I
too
think
long
if you obviously
to get a shot off there, didn't he?
Yeah. It would just be interesting to see what would happen if we just went for it. Like, if obviously if I had our best players and we just went, right, we're playing against Man U, we're going to essentially lose this game. Just put we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Because I think if you catch these on the counter, most of their players are in our third. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
they won't have many in defence, but then obviously we've got 8-9 men behind the ball.
Nearly, mate. Ever so nearly. It's just tough. Sick of the players out of position. I'm sick of it.
What do you think Brucey's excuse will be the day?
Just their personnel, and that they've got a far better side. Like what did he come out and say in his press conference? That we just got to try and spoil the party or whatever it was. And it's just like, it's just negative. Like, I get it, but it's just fucking negative. Just be positive. Yeah. Like, how can we be positive if the gaffer's not going to be positive?
Very, very true. Man, you've got a corner now.
Geordie reckons you look like Sean Longstaff.
We are from the same area, so could be slightly related somehow. I would take his money though. Wish I played football like him as well.
I don't know. Are you sure about that?
Wait, you'll see on Saturday. Sunday, sorry. I'm surprised Varane wanted to leave Real Madrid. Like,
yeah, I know. I don't know whether he fell out with someone or what. Did your dad have a bite, Liam? No, he walked. He walked the other day. Same milkman. Yeah, probably.
Unlikely. Any 29 lads.
Varane wanted a new challenge, he said. Fair play.
What, from winning everything, he wanted to go win something somewhere else.
Yeah.
See,
what minute are you on?
Yeah, I do get the thing of going to Man U because What? Sorry.
Sorry, what was you saying?
I do get it going to Man U, but then do you ever think some people just go to Man U just purely for the money?
Yeah, I think they're not obviously it's still Manchester United, but they're not. It's not. I don't look at them and think they're that prestigious club that they were when they were winning the treble and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that they just don't seem like that same team. So I do think it's for the money, definitely. I don't think that
Because
they're not the team that they're not the club they were when Alex Ferguson was in charge. No way, far from it. Whereas I think before,
they're always offering people like ridiculous contracts, like $500,000 a week. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely.
that's what I mean. Yeah. So like, I bet if Ferguson was still there, you get players who might have better contract offers from other clubs, but they'd rather go and play for Fergie for less money. They're not that club anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How long until they win the Premier League?
I think it'll be a long time, mate. I don't think they're anywhere near it. I know people have looked at that team and think that they're going to win it this year or next year. I don't think they're anywhere near it. Man City and Chelsea squad's way better.
Yeah, I just think they haven't invested properly of the. But then I'd rather have the Glaciers as the owners than Mike Ashley as owners. Do you know what I mean?
Can't believe how much. Like, how can you even moan now as a Manchester
Glaciers
United fan?
Yeah, obviously the Glaciers are still the worst owners according to every member of the press. Like, no one's even closing down the ball. It's on the wing. So it's like a practice match sometimes watching Newcastle.
Fuck it. I've had enough, mate. I've had enough. Is that how much Goldbridge got? 30,000 watching.
Yeah.
Fuck it now. We thought that this was probably going to be one of our most. We thought this was going to be one of our most watched watch-alongs. It's going to be the lowest.
Yeah. Oh, Miggy's had a decent shot. Go on, hit it. Oh, that took a wicked deflection off Richie, mind. See, when we get in their like final third, we are sort of making an impact because they just seem sort of like all over the place.
Just trying to concentrate on it because I'm a. Oh, that one working? Yeah, Geordie's right. No demonstrations now at Man U. Fickle fans, but if they don't win anything, it will start again. It's all about the lack of trophies. That's Man U fans all over. 100%. It's fucking embarrassing, to be fair.
Yeah.
We'll whinge and fucking moan. You've just gone and fucking signed Cristiano Ronaldo. Pogba's getting paid whatever he's getting paid a week. How any of them can ever turn around and say they spent no money? Smoking fucking crack.
Yeah. Well, they do. If they come third and don't win the FA Cup or the League Cup, there'll be protests.
And everyone will back it, which is embarrassing.
Yeah.
But Newcastle fans want to protest and you get absolutely nothing.
They just get what they deserve. Like they say, oh, well, that's what you deserve. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you expect? What do you mean? What do we expect?
Sam Allardyce is there. I think ASM is causing them problems. Like, oh, we've got a corner.
He's always going to be up for a game like this, isn't he? Because I think, as much as I hate to say it, I think he's always got one eye out the door.
Yeah, well, he sort of said that in the summer anyways, didn't he? He said he didn't want to continuously fight for relegation, which you can massively understand as a talented player like him.
Yeah. Are you doing scoring the players?
I think I'm doing the lot.
Yeah, I was going to say because
I think
I'm off after this because of the little one, so I don't. That's what I'm hoping that Brandon's coming in because he did say he was coming in.
yeah. Well, hopefully, because with my laptop not working, then don't know how I would
Shit, yeah.
control this on the phone.
Fuck,
How's he
that
having
is a
time
very
to
good
fix it?
point.
Oh, someone just went for a long shot in their own half, I think. Was that Fernandez? Ah, it was. Yeah, he was close-ish.
I do agree with this. Absolutely. Zaha should get more respect for the fouls they draw. Won't surprise me. Southgate is there.
I think Sean's getting frustrated that we just keep kicking the ball up the field. I think instead of just trying to pass it around into space. Go on, Miggy. Oh, what a waste of space.
What minute are you on, Liam?
27. Just gone. I think he was someone else. I do agree Bruno Fernandes is a bit overrated, like.
Yeah. Wouldn't disagree with it at all.
Oh god. Oh. They were dilly-dallying in the box and then Willock just took it off them and then shot, so no, but now he looks injured, which isn't great. Miles off target though. Would have been interesting if that was a pen. So Man U got the ball in the third again.
It wasn't even down to that for me, mate. Like Ronaldo or not, they're miles better than we are. It was more Jadon Sancho.
I think he's been quiet the day as well, mind.
Yeah, yes.
And Bruno Fernandes just keeps shooting. That's all he's doing. He just keeps shooting.
Because I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting Ronaldo to even start.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Like,
I think Pogba's been in really good form. Fernandes is always good for a goal, whether that's from the penalty spot. I just felt like we were going to get beat by them anyway. But Ronaldo being there obviously helped with the higher score prediction. He's no nobby in that position. He's a decent 10. He's that formation to do more for him. Joelinton needs Spain or Italy. Prem's a rough league. Bruno doesn't hit the heights against the other big five teams. Lukaku was the same as a Man U player. Yeah, I'm interested to see it again. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure that. Oh really? Is that actually the case?
yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Bruno Fernandes just shot and then someone else just got on the end of it and I think it went wide. Did Woodman save it?
No, I was basing it off his form at Dortmund, Jordi, because he's an excellent young player.
He's just got to take time to adjust. That's all it's going to be.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's the same though, mate, other than the Man United channels. I think the other lads are pretty similar. I don't think they're far off.
No, they're not.
No.
Streamer, I'm on. It's hard to tell which players are which.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you've just sort of got to like guess. So I don't want to say like the wrong. So I think Richie's got to go now. We've got to throw in just towards the corner flag.
The one you sent me that I'm using on my phone's like HD. To be fair,
Is it?
it's just 40 seconds behind.
Hmm. That's fine anywhere else.
See, I understand where people are coming from, but I don't think the Premier League's the hardest league in the world. I don't.
Do you know, I reckon?
No, I think it used to be. I don't think it's anywhere near it anymore.
He just nearly scored. Like, to be fair, what league would you say is?
That's the thing, mate. I don't know. I just don't think it's as difficult a league as everyone makes out anymore, because it's not physical, really. Everyone's played the same now. Even like there's a big difference between the leagues in the last 5 years. You know, you haven't. It's not like we got the likes of Stoke from years ago, where he's smashing fucking people in the air on a Monday night. Look, that's not what the league is anymore.
Decent save by Woodman.
I think what made the Premier League hard was the physicality of the league, and I think with VAR and the rule changes, that's kind of gone from the game.
Yeah. I think VAR has made it's sort of made the Premier League a laughingstock, really.
Yeah. Abraxas, good to see you, mate. Yeah, I'd love to get a result. I'd love to get a result. I'd love to be proved wrong. No goals in the 3 p.m. game still after 30 minutes, and people said the international break was boring. Nobody scored. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. A lot closer than any of us expected. Is that down to Oli Solskjaer's system as well, maybe?
See, I think Man U are getting a lot of the ball in the box. I think they're just making the wrong decisions.
Yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo. Is yours in foreign? My commentators are foreign.
I think it's Dutch, but I haven't put it on. And I think no way that get rid of it. I think Bruno Fernandes is just keep shooting all the time.
Desperate for a goal. Yes, it was. Leeds Accrington Stanley scored. Unpopular opinion, but Ollie would get NUFC relegated as well as Bruce. I don't think that's that unpopular.
I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a very lucky man.
I agree.
He was terrible at who was it? Cardiff? Was it Cardiff?
Yeah.
I think it was, and obviously with the Man U job. Interesting. Miggy's breaking down the wing, and just runs into a brick wall. Go on, ASN. And then he just gets people around him.
Miggy running into a brick wall. Never thought I'd hear that. Oh my God.
We've got a free kick just in their half.
How's he looked? I've not really paid attention. How's Ronaldo looked?
When he's got the ball, when he's had a few shots, like he's doing all right, I suppose. But it's that thing. He just needs one more chance, and it's in the back of the net, isn't it?
Yeah. Bruno's playing further up than Ronaldo. Ollie will get sacked. Trust me. Wow. Look, if you're not competing for trophies with that side, then
Something's wrong with you.
You've got to question something. Fuck me. I can't believe that message you've sent me. That's pissed me off. Just checked it.
Wonder. Okay.
How are you watching the game when it's a 3 o'clock game? I'll put the game on at 3 o'clock, Brent. I can't tell you, mate. I can't tell you. Get yourself on Twitter and have a look.
I'll be back in a minute, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Hope me knew only win the Carabao Cup, so Ollie stays on. Ollie's fine. CR7 is saving old legs. You know, it's not been completely one-sided, that's for sure. They do look more dangerous going forward, which you would expect, but we're in it. It's 0-0. Like Geordie Sancaster said in the chat, the longer that we can keep this, then the more chance we have of nicking a goal. You know, I'd be over the moon if we could keep this at 0-0 at the 75th minute. Jonathan, it's Carl, not Kyle, mate. But yeah, he is. But he's down at the game today, so he'll be doing lots of videos after as well. So we have match reactions and score. We're doing scoring the players here. We'll have match reactions and the last word after, as well as his vlog as well, mate. So yeah, plenty of content from Lee at Old Trafford today.
Looks like we've got a player down. Ooh.
See, I think you might have missed it, mate. But Maxi had the ball and he's sprinting away, and he had no one with him. Absolutely no one with him. And then Sean Longstaff catches up. He gives him the ball inside the area, and then Longstaff falls over.
It's always going to be the case, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Ronaldo being dealt with by Jamal Lascelles. Oh. Bruno Fernandes should be getting on the edge of that. That's okay, Jonathan. No worries, brother. It must make Bruce jealous when an ex-Man U player gets to be manager. When Bruno performs poorly, the Portuguese manager would take him off. Ollie doesn't do that. No balls. Fair enough.
Carl, I'm going to leave, then join again because I've found some headphones that way with a microphone.
Sound, mate. We'll wait for Liam to jump back in on his laptop, so do forgive me, but we're just going to have this little lovely line in front of me for now. They'll need to connect with it. Just wait for Liam to connect his camera. I'm not sure who the referee is, to be honest, mate. I can't remember. Right, so he's stuck with me for now. Liam having technical issues. Did Linton ask for CR7's autograph? Not that I'm aware of, mate. Not that I'm aware of. However, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, that's not what I need. Hope to God it's not Michael Oliver. Oh, might have been, you know. Today is so boring, Cole. Literally no goals in the Premier League. 3 p.m. I know, mate. It's terrible. I feel like that myself doing the watch along as well. Like, it's just dead, isn't it? It's just dead. Let's get something going in the chat. Favourite curry. What is everyone's favourite curry in the chat? Let me know. How are you watching, mate? I can't find the game anywhere. I can't give you my link, mate. I can't. And to be fair, half of mine have stopped working anyway because everyone's trying to get on the same sort of stuff. People might be able to give you stuff on Twitter. Have a look on Twitter. But yeah, it's just a shambles. It's just a shambles. Chicken curry for me. Mine is a lamb madras. Love a lamb madras. Anything spicy. Tried a file once to give it the big one in front of my friends. Bad idea. Bad idea. Had to basically get the lamb and the chicken. Was it? I think it was lamb. Get the lamb out of the sauce and dry the sauce off it after about 5 mouthfuls. Terrible. Numbers are dropping on the watch along as well. I can understand why. But if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. Really appreciate it. Spice is good too. Usually like my curry medium. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I mean, I'd find a medium curry more enjoyable. Definitely. Anything with a lot of flavour. Don't want too much spice. People just join and be like, what the fuck is going on in this watch along? We're talking about food. Like, what? Oh no. All the streams have gone dead now. So I'm about a minute behind in real time. Let's just see if Liam's worked out. Lemon pepper gyro. Ooh. Chicken tikka masala for Kelsey. Anthony Taylor's referee. Harry Maguire. Let's just... Yeah, I mean, we've had opportunities to break, but we've just not done anything with it, unfortunately. Which is really, really frustrating. Really frustrating. But yeah, how is it? And how is it? I'm in America and I'll get the Newcastle game on TV with my regular package. Right, Abraxas. Because the Premier League and BT and Sky and all, no one came to an agreement and being able to televise the game. So the game where Cristiano Ronaldo is returning to the Premier League is not televised in the UK. It is only available on the radio, exclusively to the BBC, I think it was.
Hello, I'm back.
Sorted it or not?
Yeah, I can use my
Sound.
laptop now, so I'll be able to control everything after the game.
Sound. Barbara, I told you we would surprise everyone. Yeah, look, I'll take a draw all day long today. I don't care how it comes about.
Yeah, I've lost all my streams now.
Mate, it's a nightmare. The one that he sent in the chat as well on my phone, that's gone dead, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's back up. It's back up. Just approaching half time, 2 minutes added time. We're in the first of two.
To be fair, we've done all right so far. Like, we just need to take our chances when we get them.
I agree. Wow, I've got all the games on TV for streaming, all included. I know it's ridiculous, mate. That's a mess for you guys. It really is. It's been a nightmare as well. I think that's probably why there's so many low numbers on watch-alongs as well, because everyone else is in the UK is having to find streams.
Yeah.
So they're going to be watching that instead of watching us, which is understandable.
It's crazy that everyone's trying to find a stream of a game that's not very interesting.
Yeah.
Got to say, Microsoft Edge is terrible, mind.
That's what I'm using on my computer, because I've got StreamYard set up on Chrome, but then I use Edge just to watch the Ronaldo scored apparently on the stroke of half time. Don't lie. Has he really?
No, I haven't got out from Twitter, like.
Has he? The people that have put it don't seem like the ones that would lie.
Oh, they have. Yeah, he scored. Because we're not going to hear about that for the next 2 years.
Freddie Woodman's had a sinker there.
What's he done?
Who's number 11? Is that Greenwood? Someone's took a shot from just outside the box or just inside the box off their left foot. Yeah, I think it was Greenwood. Might have took a real slight deflection. Woodman's gone down just to like collect it like that, and it's just bobbled off him to Ronaldo.
And we're saying before, he hasn't really made any mistakes.
I know. Yeah, that's it. That's him. That's him out of goal, 100%.
Yeah.
Bless him. Like you said, probably not made any mistakes before, and he's fucked it today.
Yeah, on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Poor goalkeeping, that is. Ah. Freddie Woodman, that is fucking horrendous.
But then you could say, why is no one following Ronaldo as well at the same time?
Absolutely. Do you know what it is as well? I don't care that it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's 36, isn't he?
Yeah.
Did he just beat two 27-year-olds to the ball?
More than likely, yeah. They just weren't following. That's all it was.
Yeah. Barbara, it's not 0-0, darling. You might be slightly behind, unfortunately. But the rest of the Premier League games 0-0 at half time. Mental. Well, do you know what? Like you said, we've not played that badly.
Yeah. But the thing is what team's going to come out in the second half? That's the thing.
Man, we're not coming back from that. I think someone said a stat the other day when Newcastle concede first in the last 2 years. I think it is we've come from behind to win twice. I think it was.
Really?
I think it was Alex Hurst from True Faith when he was on the I think he was on TalkSport or something like that the other week.
Yeah.
So what a horrible stat that is. When Newcastle concede first, they don't win.
Yeah. I think even if we get a draw, That would they still make a difference.
Yeah, pretty unlucky for you guys. Yeah, I guess on the basis of on the run of play, but every time Maxi's broke, he's got no one with him at all. He must be looking at it and just thinking, "What am I doing? What am I doing?" I don't know where Joe Linton was at one point.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ronaldo scores 1-0 to Manchester United. Scores on his return debut. I think most of us would have put our house on him scoring today.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Brandon was supposed to be coming in, but he's not here.
And I want sorry, because I want to go and get me lunch.
Yeah. Barbara, make your mind up. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. It's mad. This game is dog water and it actually has a goal. You're watching. I know it's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Ronaldo's first step is just so quick, hard to mark that man. He's 36, Senshi. He's 36, mate. There's no excuse for the defenders. None of them are over 30.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's one of the best footballers that we've ever seen, but he's still 36. Yeah, he's in great shape. We're not talking about a 24-year-old prime Ronaldo.
Well,
It was bad goalkeeping.
What changes do you think Bruce will make?
None, mate. I don't think he will make any. I think the only one that he might potentially make later on is bringing Dwight Gale on for Joe Linton, and then potentially bringing Jacob Murphy on for Manquillo. But I just don't think that's going to make any difference anyway.
I was thinking Hendrick for ASM.
Mate, if he does that, I'm going to end the watch along early. Not joking. Oh dear, Connor, that's fine, mate. Not a drama. Strasbourg, I hate watching this team. I know, Steve. I've had enough. I'm genuinely contemplating giving my season ticket up. And I've not even been to St. James's this year yet. Ronaldo doesn't think about his age. He just scores goals. No, I agree. I just think that, the defenders have got to be trying to knock it, trying to beat him for pace there. Who's doing fan reaction after the game? I believe it's going to be Liam and Brandon, mate. I myself have got my small child to attend to who is 10 days old. So, yeah. Need to bring Matty on. I wish potassium. I wish. That's the only goal in the Prem. Ronaldo scored. Need Conor McGregor to come in to lock it and kick. Yeah. I need to get rid of this banner, don't I? Because it's 1-0. Edit that one. Ah, dear. Longstaff had a few chances to shoot from long range. Why not? Newcastle had two great chances. Firstly, Willock should have passed for a tap-in instead of wildly hitting one, and Longstaff fell over in a penalty box with two Newcastle players waiting to pass. Yes, he did. Hey, congratulations to you and your partner, Cole. Thank you very much, Robbie. Appreciate that, mate. Guarantee whatever change Bruce makes, it will happen 10 minutes before the end. That's the problem. Any change that he could make could be positive, but it won't be until the 75th, 80th minute. Look strong all half, typical. We tire fast in the second half of games also, so look forward to the gates opening for Man U. Guarantee whatever change, get ready for the goals to run. That's what my worry is now, that the floodgates are going to open and it could be 3 or 4. I hope not, I really do. Longstaff actually having a decent game though. Yeah, but look, I'm not looking at that Newcastle side and thinking anyone's playing badly. Definitely not. We haven't got anyone that can come on and make an impact. The only one I would say is potentially bringing Dwight Gale on just to keep up for Maximin with pace when he's on the break, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, every time he's on the break, he's got nobody with him at all. And when Miggy's with him, he's stood on his fucking toes instead of coming out wide left and splitting the two centre halves. But he's 5 yards away from Maximin's left-hand shoulder. It's fucking annoying. Mr. Golders was straight down. Mason Greenwood, 18 yards out there and cuts inside from the edge of the box. Pop shot off his left foot. Takes no deflection, maybe a little bobble. Woodman's gone down to collect it. It's completely bounced off his chest into Ronaldo's path with no one else reacting, and he taps it home on his debut. Frustrating. Yeah, Max is all alone. Yeah, take Joe off Gal. Yeah, probably. Although you know what, I'd probably take Miggy off for Gale and move Joe Linton out left. Pogba is constantly pulling ASM's arm and shirt too. He's getting away with a lot. I've not noticed that, to be honest, mate. I have not. We've got Brandon in the background. No, he's gone. Do you want Unai Emery to be Newcastle manager? I'd have for anyone, mate. Joe Linton has been the weak link, to be fair. Has he? Fair enough. Yeah, I agree with Kelsey. Joe Linton on the wing with Gale up front. Miggy off. He's been our worst player. I think he has as well. Which is a shame. I want Miggy to do well. He's just got no end product for Newcastle. That is a completely different player when playing for Paraguay, and he was a completely different player at Atalanta. If Wilson was playing today, we could have easily gone 1-0 up. 100%. We have no one to take opportunities. Can't be giving him 3 goals like that. No, mate. There was no one reacting. It was really frustrating. Joe Linton has done well in the air, to be fair. I wouldn't take him off. I'd take Miggy off, to be honest. Not going to be able to make the fan reaction day, unfortunately, as I have to call my parents. Fair enough, mate. We will hopefully see you Friday. Is it Friday? So, understandable. Linton's not a 9. He's big, okay, but behind a good 9. I know, but the frustrating thing is essentially that Bruce said that in his interview. Said that he's not a 9, and instead of playing him on the wing, which he said he would be doing moving forward, he's playing him as a 9. Take Almiron to stop it. No, he's not. I mean, if that's your opinion, that's fine, but I completely disagree. I've watched him run into several brick walls moving, when he's trying to go forward, which is what he's done quite a lot this season. He misses Amigos, Ronaldo and Perez, yeah. I wasn't overly unhappy with the first half. You know, I was expecting us to be 3-0 down, so I'm not going to complain. I thought had we've gone into half time with a draw at 0-0, I'd have been really happy. I think we broke well, but I just don't think there's been anyone with Maximin to be able to finish the chances that we could have created. Willock's got to do better first. Again, as people mentioned, Longstaff went down quite easily in the box. He could have passed it. I think Miggy could have split the 2 defenders when Maxi was on the break, which would come to nothing. There's another chance where Maximan's broke. He's got absolutely no one with him. So in terms of containing what Manchester United have got, I think we've done okay other than what's just happened. And yeah. Oh, it's not garbage, is it? Watch him run into 2 Manchester United players and fall over, and Maximin had to take the ball off him. He's done that twice. Not really garbage, Steve, but, you know. We all have our opinions, mate. Do you think we'll be in the Championship next year? Yes. Not sure what Joe Linton offers, to be honest. He reminds me a bit of Welbeck, the way his legs move, just worse at holding the ball and finishing. Fair enough. Yeah, but it's just the manner you conceded. Absolutely, that is the frustration, the manner that we conceded the goal. Richie quite disciplined defensively first half. He has been. I think he's known that he can't really push on and leave space for Greenwood and Sancho to get in behind him. We need 3 Maxis up front. Imran says take Joe Linton, Longstaff and Lascelles off and bring Gail Murphy and Shah on. Need to get some shots on goal. Congrats on the baby fella. Much love. Thank you very much, King Gelhart. Appreciate that, mate. Yes, let's bring Brandon in. Brandon, how are we?
Doing okay. Missed the first half, so please talk me through it. How are you playing?
All right. Just it's been quite the game's been quite stale. We've had a few breaks, not taking any opportunities, and then Manchester United had an opportunity right on the stroke of half time. Greenwood's took a shot from just outside the box. Woodman should have saved it, and he's just deflected it into Ronaldo's path to tap it home, which was frustrating. But we've got nothing going forward, mate, as usual.
Not even ASM
if
or
Wilson
something.
was here, If Wilson was playing, it'd be a different story. I think.
Okay.
But no, ASM gets forward and he's got nobody with him. So
Not even Willock.
frustrating. No, mate. Terrible mistake by Woodman. It was Barbara. When can Darlow play again? Seeing him in training a month ago, I'm not quite sure. To be honest, I'm not quite sure.
At least there's some positive news though. That Verstappen is P2 now and Hamilton P5 from Villa.
I don't watch the F1, mate. So it means
I know you
nothing to
don't.
me.
I know you don't. But I'm quite happy about it. Like,
Happy days. Man United could be top of the league at the end of this match week, and we won't hear the end of it. I know.
but are they all over us, Carl?
Not really, mate. It's and when they have been, we've dealt with them quite well. My worry is that, you know, with them being 1-0 up now, we don't change anything, and they gain a bit of confidence. But yeah, like we've not been hammered. Definitely not.
But is Man U even playing well, or it's just average?
Average.
Right.
Average.
So there is a chance on the counter attack we can nick you 1-1.
I would
That's
say that if we
positive
had a
thinking, though.
striker, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have Joel Linterman. What are you talking about?
God, mate, I don't.
How's he
take
going
him
on?
off. I think he's battled well. I wouldn't take him off. I'd take Miggy off personally.
I'm surprised Mickey played actually. Like he hasn't been doing much the last 4 games.
Yeah,
Except of, like Liam said, running, but he's doing more defensive work while he is actually not supposed to do defensive work. That makes any
Fraser's
sense.
injured though, isn't he? So like the direct replacement, and then you think, is he going to start Joe Linton over him? No, probably not. It's one of them. Like there's no one really to replace him immediately. Yeah, that's a good point. It took a lot of energy to defend like they did in the first half, because we did defend well, to be fair.
Are we sitting back a lot, or?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the problem, mate. Like, if we had even Gale, if Gale sat on the halfway line, there'd have been a couple of opportunities where Maximin's been able to run them ragged down the right hand side, broke away, and would have had an opportunity to pull the ball back to Gale. We've not had that, unfortunately. I don't know, David.
Same week, same thing, right?
Yeah. Someone's just put, surely it's better to have an outfield player in goal than Woodman. Oh, God. How before Emery, it's hard for them to come into a team they didn't build.
Oh, yes. And just see the goal now from Ronaldo to tap in.
No,
that's the first big mistake by Woodman, I guess.
Yeah. 2-0 Premier League turd that just won't flush. Not more, but I sort of reluctantly see the point. I think we probably feel the same deep down with the way the club's being run and who's in charge, the way we play. It's really frustrating. Like Bruce has just been lucky to get results here and there. ASM looks slow today also. Normally would knock the ball on a sprint. Well, he's done it a couple of times, definitely.
Touch map of Ronaldo, 30 touches, 4.9 kilometers covered, top speed 29 kilometers an hour, number of sprints 7. But what other stats actually though, like compared to possession and shit and pass accuracy? Do you know? Or
I'm sorry, mate. No, I haven't, because we're having to watch it on stream because it's not televised here for some reason. So I can't find any stats. I'll have a look on Sky Sports in a sec.
I've got them here.
I'm back.
How are you doing? Ball possession 70% Man U, 30 for Newcastle. Goal attempts 15 for Man U, 6 for 6. We still have 6 attempts. Not on goal though. Shots on goal from Man U 3. Okay. Jesus. Complete passes 290. We have 106. As long as we don't get better.
I don't think many people are complaining, Charles. We all feel the same way, mate. I think most people in the chat are saying the same thing, to be fair. None of us expected a result. Look, not unhappy with the way we played at all.
How are you doing, Brexis? Good to see you back.
What
Probably
time are
our
you born?
favorite Leeds fan.
Yeah, 100%, Brent. 100% would have taken that.
It's one of them. It's just one of them again. It's been started again with you guys. Yeah.
Are you doing the fan reaction, Brandon?
It depends, like, depends if you how you guys feel.
I'm off after this, mate, because I've got to look after the little one. So
Oh,
Just excuses,
fair
really.
enough. Say it again.
shit excuse, isn't it? Really, to be fair, I agree.
Yeah, I can do. Who's doing scoring the plays though?
Just me and
You
you.
too, mate.
Oh, okay. Well, I missed the first half, so that's quite shitty.
I know, yeah, but just have to go off this half. No one had a bad game, really, mate.
Yeah.
They would rate them all like average 6.
Yeah, 5, 6.
I'll give Woodman a 4.
Yeah. Yes, Rondon has gone to Everton, I think.
I don't know who his Rendon is though.
Brandon, what is your favourite song?
At the moment, or
Let's go with all time.
all time. Probably Creedence Clearwater Revival, down on the corner. Yeah, down on the corner. Do you know Creedence?
No.
You don't? Some sort of rock country band.
Oh, you'll
It's,
have to send me the link, mate. I'll have a listen.
like right now or later on.
Whenever. Send me the link now and I'll listen
Alright.
to it later.
Alright.
How was the little one doing, Carl? Everyone's an early morning, mate. To be fair, the first 3 days got no sleep whatsoever. Absolutely no sleep. And then he's got into a routine. So because he was born so small, we have to feed him every 3 hours. So yeah, which isn't too bad because he goes straight to sleep afterwards. So we'll get 3 hours of sleep in between each feed. And then I'll be up at 6 in the morning and he'll just sleep on me till about 8 o'clock till I can be bothered to move. So I've got a week left of that and then back to work. But yeah, he's really well. Thank you, mate.
What time do you normally get up for work?
About 6.
So it's not a big change for you.
No, that's not
Is
a
it?
big change, mate. It was the first 3 days where I was up all night.
But to come back to the question, favorite song, I just like a big country fan. So
I'm a massive country fan as well. Just not heard. I'll probably have now. I'll put that link in.
if you want a country song of the band that I just said, Creedence Clearwater Revival, I'll send you another one. That's more country. This one is more sort of rock, sort of. Like for example, Current Fields.
This is
That
it, mate. I
sounds-
said to my mum, if he's going to be anything like I was when I was like 16 to 21, I'm fucked. I'll be stressing all the time.
You got it, mate.
Thank you.
But I like the modern country as well,
Yeah.
like Luke Bryan and shit.
Look, I love all that
Old-
stuff, mate. Massive fan.
Old Dominion.
Florida Georgia Line,
Yeah, for sure.
all of that sort of stuff. I love it.
Luke Combs.
Yeah, mate. Love him. Chris Stapleton as well. Big fan.
Not Ravi.
I
Never-
don't
never
mind
thought of
watching
you, dude.
tennis, JB. I'm just shit at it.
I love tennis actually. I love the women's, the Czech players. They're good at it as well.
Yeah.
Krejcova, Pliskova, Siniakova.
It just sounds like you've just said the
Muchova.
exact same name.
Huh?
It just sounds like you've said the exact same name like 4 times.
No, all the women in Czech Republic are, most of them, 99% are ending at ova. That's how they recognize it's like a woman.
Yeah.
So for example, if for example Pliskova, or for example my ex-girlfriend's name was Skrenkova and her dad was Skrenek, but by
Right.
adding it, you know, it's about a woman. Something to do with grammatic and shit.
There wasn't any changes at half time, was there?
Not that. I didn't see anything, mate. No.
Don't think so. Check real quick. No changes at all.
Spot on.
What the
They
hell?
do still seem up for it, mind.
I know Max is trying to do bits. To be fair,
What minutes are you guys on?
I'm on
I'm
50. Oh,
50-45.
Okay, so we're close to.
Yeah.
I'm 50-38 now. So, Liam, is it you being ahead of us? Or
oh no, I'm round about where you are.
aye, Connie. Crystal Palace won from Tottenham 3-0.
Yeah, that
hell?
Edouard scored twice.
Jeez. The rest of the games is all still 0-0.
It's madness. Can't believe there's no goals.
Just that out to the wrong side.
Imagine what odds you'd have got on that at half time as well. Imagine you put that bet on every team
Aye.
to go in 0-0, and then you're out there at like the 46th minute, like fucking sound, and then Ronaldo scores. Fucking fuming, yeah.
There's always one team that's gonna fuck up your bet slip.
Definitely.
That's why I don't gamble on games that much anymore. I do on occasion, like a tenner, 20,
Yeah.
some of that.
I can't.
I used to
remember
bet
last
for
time I put a
Newcastle
bet on.
some. I used to bet for Newcastle some now and then, and all the time I did. We won actually, while we were not the favorites to win.
But you've not done that today.
No time yet.
Need to
And
set
that would just be clueless to bet on Newcastle at this game.
Yeah, I think were we actually 16-1?
People call me often clueless, but that would be even for me it would be even be clueless. You know, Richie on the left side, Joe Linton. Where's he playing though? Like he's in the middle now.
I think they just keep swapping around him and ESM.
Good ball by ASM to Makio. Oh, ASM just short. Richie, what's that, man? Have you seen that? By
What's
Richie?
that, mate?
The cross from Richie
No, yeah, just seen it.
was pathetic.
Half volley across to the corner flag.
Mm-hmm. Hits the wrong.
Well, we spoke about favourite music and Arsenal. Yeah, I saw. Still time for a 1-1, lads. There is. Brandon, do you want Unai Emery to be Newcastle manager?
What?
Someone's
What's
asked in the chat if you want Unai Emery to be Newcastle manager.
Oh, good question. Like, give me 2 minutes. I think about it.
Well, I just think any manager that comes in is going to face the exact same situation Bruce has got, where you were not signing players. It's all well and good saying what manager to come in, but then if you've got the current squad, you need to improve it.
Yeah.
Would you guys take Frank de Boer?
Well, I'll take it. Like, I don't know. I'll take anyone. But again, you know,
He's
it could just
available.
end up the same way.
Frank de Boer is available.
Yeah.
Didn't do that good in the Euros though with the Netherlands. If you look at the Dutch team now with Louis van Gaal, we beat Turkey
Newcastle have
6-1.
just scored.
Have they really?
Yeah,
Fuck off.
yeah.
What minute are you on?
It just came up on Twitter. I must have still had the notifications on.
Fucking turn it off.
Don't spoil
1-1.
it, man.
So I haven't even been watching. I've been trying to find a stream on my computer.
Oh, we coming up now.
He's just tried to be ahead of us that way by using Twitter.
I'm just going to watch Manquillo. Fucking get in, son.
What minute though? Probably 56 or something.
No, 55. It's literally just coming up now. We must break away from this this corner.
What was my Woodman doing there? Like Jesus!
know,
Again,
yeah.
they show the goal.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm exactly the same as you, mate.
That's like a gift for Ronaldo, man.
Oh yeah,
It's like a nice
Maxi.
welcome present
Very
for
Get in,
beautiful.
lad. Easy finish for Javier Manquillo. Go on.
nice one.
What minute are you on?
Do you
Get
know,
in.
but shame the fucking camera was too bothered about fucking Cristiano Ronaldo's fucking goal previously. Otherwise, we'd have seen the build-up play.
Look at the Jordies there. Get in.
Fucking class.
I've said it for a long time. We should have played Manquillo much more. No, I wish I did, but
Hey, look, Jordy, me and you we got an understanding. You say one thing, I say the other, and you're usually right.
circle of life.
Yeah. Get in. Max
How did
is on the
Manquillo
break.
play first half?
Everyone played all right. No one had a terrible game.
Oh. De Gea is blocking way too much his how you say that, the short side, the corner.
Yeah, the near post.
Yeah, the near post.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
agree.
way
He's
too
just
wide.
got that- Yeah, he's left with a hole in the goal to aim at, hasn't he?
I think his positioning is a bit off.
Great finish. Fair play.
Aye.
Let's fucking nick the win then.
Oh, wait.
That's how it is though, mate. I'm big enough to admit that.
Go on. See, what I don't get is, I don't know how far yous are on, but like, did anyone see where Miggy just had to turn and then do all himself to get out?
No.
Not yet. It's coming up now, I guess.
Oh, he's on the break again.
Oh, that's Hayden though.
Oh. Tell you what, we're looking lively now.
What about? Oof. Oh, that's the ball.
Yeah, I'm with Steve there. Everyone that's saying against Manquillo is the best right back we've got at the club.
Probably.
It's
Well-
his lacking concentration. Sometimes that's his problem.
Plus, going forward, he's not the best. Like, his crossing is kind of weak, actually. Yes, there's odd games that his crossing is phenomenal, but most of the times it's just too hard or not like.
Miggy's much more lively as well. Miggy and ISM are much more
He's
lively.
actually running the running the
that's
right position.
Problem, man. Like, Miggy's done so well there, and there's no one in the box.
Yeah,
for
no one
him.
in the box. Yeah, ASM is just too late, just by a bit, but you should have dragged it back actually, Miggy. Win some time.
Oh,
for
I've
the
got
others to
Manquillo
connect.
in my fantasy team. I've just
Yeah,
forgot.
actually,
Yeah, I just remembered. I needed a cheap defender. Get in.
For
you
your
think
AliExpress players, you go to Newcastle United.
Yeah.
do you think they're pushing too high up, and that's why ESM
Yeah.
and Miggy are looking more lively?
Definitely, mate. But it honestly, I don't know where Joe Linton was.
They probably tried to
Considering he
make
was a
it.
9. Anyone's in the box there, and we score because Miggy's done so well there.
They
What I
probably
was saying
try to close the game.
What I was
by
saying about
pushing
that
up.
Miggy situation is like, why did the centre mids not move up? They all just stayed in the exact same position.
100% agree with that. Say that again, Liam.
So you know when Miggy obviously had to run around, he got the ball himself and then ran around and then went on
Yeah.
wings. Why did the centre mids not move? They literally just stayed in the exact same position.
Fuck knows. Jay in Atlanta, good to have you in, mate. I was actually asking about where you were earlier. Hope you're well.
Ooh, have you seen that on Sean? Could have
What?
Not yet, I guess.
What minute are you on?
60. That other stream was
Yeah,
working,
you're-
you know, the first one I mentioned.
Oh,
You're
is
ahead
it?
of us.
Let me find that one.
The top
guess you're a
are
good
off in
minute
Old
ahead of us.
Trafford.
Say that again.
The
Oof.
tops are off in Old Trafford.
My brother's there.
I guess you're a good minute ahead of us, Liam.
Yeah.
No.
I'm on 60, 35.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
I'm still at 59.46.
I'm literally just
Yeah.
coming up to 60. If it sticks like this, we should bombard Goldbridge when he is live. Yeah, we'll all do it after. Don't leave
Oh.
this fucking channel though. Our numbers are low as it is today.
Horrible tackle. It's not his fault, really, though, but still. Imagine if you can get a result versus Man U with this
2-1
team.
Man United.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
Fuck off. How you know? You checked your Twitter again.
Oh,
it's just come up in the chat.
Ronaldo again.
Fucking hell. Oh, is it a good
Oh,
goal?
yeah. I see it. Man City
Haven't
scored as
seen it
well
yet.
versus Leicester.
My stream's crashed again.
Well, that was a nice 10 minutes.
It was, wasn't it? It was a bit more lively. I'm sorry. I think that's bad goalkeeping again.
Fucking hell, what is he doing, man?
Great first touch, but I think Freddie Woodman's got to do better.
Freddie Woodman is
Am I being
up in his
harsh?
Cristiano Ronaldo his ass.
I might be being harsh. Am I being harsh? Does anyone think Woodman could do better?
I'm just
He-
waiting for
he
it to
can?
be cleared.
It went straight to him. Same mistake as first goal.
It is, isn't it? His positioning, he's gone down again, like as if he's going to catch the fucking ball.
It's not flicked on either.
I do want to know how Cristiano Ronaldo's still out running their fucking centre halves.
Mate, he's a beast.
He
How
a
is it?
beast.
How is it went from their corner in their corner to?
But it's like you've said, mate.
Goal so far.
Oh, he's
Within 4
absolutely
touches,
blitzing
they're
the
at
post.
our goal.
That's bad goalkeeping for me.
Yeah.
What's he doing, man? Jesus Christ. Terrible goalkeeping.
Oh, Freddie.
That's Freddie leaving the club.
That's Freddie getting used to Premier League. This is not the Championship. It's different. Kind of gravy.
I wouldn't say even it's different kind of gravy. Goalkeeping 101 is still the same regardless of what division you're in.
Is this a 1-on-1 though? I mean, this
No,
is
I
just
mean,
this is
Oh, that's
101,
terrible,
like,
man.
yeah,
That
it's
one
like-
angle. Have you seen the angle from behind it?
aye.
That's
What
fucking
the
terrible.
fuck, man?
That is terrible.
This wouldn't have happened. I stated that this wouldn't have happened to Darlow or Dubravka. I'm pretty sure about that. Either two of the goals. You guys agree?
Yeah. The first one, I don't think. Yeah, the first one, there's no way that Dubravka, because there's no reason for that mistake to happen.
No.
He just misjudged it. Dubravka and Darlow have saved that. That second one, you know, it's a decent finish, but he's got to do better. Like, I'm not saying that he wouldn't have scored, but he wouldn't have scored in that manner. He's literally just fucking lay there with his legs open.
Was not
But he's
even a
got-
real
in
attempt
the
by
same
Ronaldo.
way,
looked.
he's gone down in the same way again, where he's like just put one knee down and tried to like collect it.
Yeah, we need a big 10 minutes now. Like,
I prefer him to at least box it out to like the corner kick or whatever, instead of like trying to grab it. This is
I hate how the BBC is so late. It just came up now. Goal.
Really?
Yeah. Is Willock even touch the ball? Anyone?
Not from what I've seen.
No
I
idea.
don't know if it was him or Hayden, but I felt like one of them should have been closer to Ronaldo then, because he's literally come from behind all of them and outran them.
Yeah.
That's a miracle has happened. Arsenal's in the lead against Norwich.
No, I wanted them to lose. That'd have been hilarious.
Aubameyang scored.
I thought he was decent before the move, but I agree. I agree, Abraxas. I thought Woodman was going to be decent. Like, and I don't think he's made any mistakes up until today.
I think you've jinxed him, mate. You've said
I
it
have,
already.
haven't I? Kelsey, I think it's a mentality, and Woodman doesn't have it. I feel not experienced enough. I do agree, because we did say, didn't we? Like, he doesn't command his box enough. He doesn't command his players enough. He doesn't look confident.
Yeah, it's just frustrating.
I think he's not a Premier League player, Woodman.
It's so annoying because everyone's going to be speaking about Ronaldo, and we've gifted him 2 goals.
Yeah.
Literally gifted them.
It's a nice welcome present by us, or by Woodman, I have to say.
I don't think anyone's played particularly bad apart from Woodman.
No, I agree.
I think the goals are both
They're
the fault
avoidable, aren't they?
of Woodman. It's the fault of Woodman. You give them the presents.
But then you could say for Woodman in the first goal, someone should have been following Ronaldo. In the second goal, they could have been closer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then you can talk about any goal. Like, I don't know.
An informed Jesse Lingard coming in.
I still don't understand how he got in the England squad and he had 4 minutes of playing football. Like,
I know. Brandon is 100% right. Woodman is not a Premier League player.
I'm always right.
Oh, that's so annoying.
It's annoying, but expected, I guess.
Ronaldo's only hat-trick in the Premier League was against us in 2008.
Well, he's close to it now again.
Incoming 2021 hat-trick. Ah, dear me.
It's hard to keep the motivation up, to be honest.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
It's like you said, it was a good 10 minutes.
yeah.
We got another equaliser in us, do you reckon?
Hopefully.
Would you play Gill now?
I'd bring him in, yeah.
Joe Linton's just had a very good shot, saved their mind.
Or would you bring Gale on? Joe Linton?
Yeah, he did all right. He bobbled in front of him as well.
He is strong, though. He keeps Varane off. It wasn't Gale with the head.
Yeah. See, they don't look comfortable in defence.
They don't, do they? Which is really surprising, considering Maguire is an absolute fucking beast for England, and you've got Rafael Varane.
I don't rate Maguire that much, to be fair.
I used to think he was terrible, but the way he was in the Euros, I think he's been exceptional for England.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's slow and his turning circles it's as much as like a truck.
Don't go back. Oh, why we went back to the goalkeeper from the corner, man? Right, let's get it under control.
Bullshit.
The things we go through. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Maxi, man.
Where's Joe Linton?
I don't know where he's playing.
He's all over the pitch, to be fair. Like they probably says he's grafting, but
that was a good opportunity for him. That was. He should.
Yeah.
Who would you take off?
Probably Joe Linton for Gill. ASM to the side.
Yeah, originally I didn't want to take Joe Linton off, but I think Miggy's come alive in this half. So I'd probably take Joe Linton off for Gale.
Although you might want to take Almiron off just for the physicality of the team. If you look at Joe Linton, what he did to Varane, it's kind of what you want, I guess. And Miggy is just too weak, I guess. He just runs a lot. I heard that the guy saying sometimes, but not sure who it was. Oh, fucking hell, what was that? How's Sean going on? Sean looks kind of decent, to be fair.
See, like ASM's in there by himself.
Wolves just gone 1-0 up.
It's the formation, mate. That's why, I guess. Oh, yeah.
See, like, this isn't a convincing... I wouldn't say this is at all a convincing Man U win.
Not so far.
They've not had it comfortable, well, so far.
Did they have, like, real big chances, though? They didn't really, right?
Not any major chances. They've just took the
like
two.
Not really outplayed, well played football.
Yeah.
Chances. I mean, the goals came just by our own mistake, as far as I could see. They're being the dominant team, though. But besides that, they don't create that much.
They're just passing sideways.
Mm.
It is frustrating, like how it's a mistake that they were going 2-1 down.
I don't think Man United fans get much hopes up from this game, to be fair. Like you said, Liam, it's not a comfortable win if they win. Mind that we are sitting back a lot, though.
Yeah, she mad at me now. Oh, Lord, they sending all the hors d'oeuvres.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Are we watching?
Yeah.
Kwame?
But look here, my chat be popping. Y'all ladies are beautiful. Give yourself a round of applause. It's hard to stay focused. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to stay focused, but I try my best. I try to tell you, Carcino the black hole. I got something for that. Carcino definitely the black hole.
The fuck is this, man?
But I was sent.
What the hell?
Don't know what happened there.
What was that?
Fucking hell. Who's that?
How was he? Did you add him in there, Carl?
No.
I didn't add him in. Ron, did you add him in?
How? My hands are here.
How did he get on this stream there?
But who was it?
I don't know. I've put it in the WhatsApp group because I don't know if you knew him. I was like, who's in the background? And then I thought,
Was he in the background?
Yeah,
let me check on my laptop. Really? But how does he get
God knows.
Did he let himself in, or? No, I think it was like it was a shared screen, I guess. Oh, yeah, I see Kwame Brown now. What the hell? Who's he like? Uh-huh.
Go on, break. Go on, Willick. Too heavy touch. Go on. Out wide. I think that might be Mickey. I can't really tell it is.
Yeah, we are in the bottom three now.
We're already. Got a corner.
That's offside. Was offside, maybe.
No, it was offside. Oh, he was miles offside.
I like his name though, Kwame.
I don't understand how he's in our chat or our stream and streaming at the same time.
Can it be a mistake by streamer, maybe?
Maybe.
Let me Google that guy. Kwame Brown. Is he like
Oh, he's a basketball player.
He's a basketball player.
Ex-professional, like NBA player. That's who that is. But that's
he
not
streams
actually him.
for. But he streams for like what? Wait. Does he support Menu or something? Kwame Brown Twitter. Who's that lad? I'm curious.
Murphy's on. It's all coming on.
Let's go in the private chat.
Here's one for you. I don't think Ronaldo's necessarily had a good game. He's just been lucky with them 2 chances.
Well, I think we gifted him those 2 goals, definitely. Ginger, probably not, mate, unfortunately. I think he should be, but I don't think he will be.
The hell? He's not live on Twitch.
He's on YouTube, though, isn't he?
No, he's not live on YouTube. Sorry, maybe on Twitch. Kwame Brown. The hell? Can't find shit of him. Look.
Like, go forward, Sean. Come on, do something. See, ESM starting to get frustrated now. Like,
Carl, check the private chat on StreamYard. Do you want to add him in again?
I don't know if it's actually him, though.
We might get trolled so badly.
see, what I would maybe do is take Joe Linton off for Gale and then put ASM on the wing, and then obviously Gale to lead the line.
With us being 2-1 down, you can even make a case for Murphy on the side as well, as that is his natural position.
Yeah.
Yo, someone is fucking with us, yo.
Yeah,
now we have
yeah.
Tommy
It's
Sotomayor.
Javon Hobson, whoever that is. I'm just going to ban the dickhead.
What was he doing?
It's just like, must be like screen sharing streams and stuff.
Oh.
Is this maybe like someone, maybe one of the lads, Jonathan?
Go on.
3-1.
Oh,
What?
I was saying go on, and Fernandez goes. Great.
I know.
Oh, come on.
They must
Well-
break from a corner, the only thing I can assume.
Wolves are 2-0 up as well.
This is bullshit, man. I'm done ski.
It's always lovely to be a Newcastle United supporter.
Well, we had 10 minutes of fun.
Aye, fair enough. You know, it's so it could be so easy for me to just walk away from all this crap, but somehow, I don't know.
If I wasn't part of Newcastle Fans TV, I'd give my season ticket up and just stop watching them this season.
I would still
Easily.
watch probably, but it's gonna be tough. I wouldn't be too bothered anymore if I wouldn't, like you said, be on NFTV. Oh, geez, what a goal! Just seen it. It would be easy to miss some games.
Yeah.
Literally
Good game,
no
man.
one's got close to him.
Good
There.
goal.
He's been piss poor the day as well.
Carl, do you agree with me that Sean Longstaff looks a little bit like Liam?
Someone actually said it.
Yeah, someone said it in the chat as well.
I've just seen him now again, like a close-up, and just reminds me of you, Liam.
Thank you.
It's a compliment.
Oh man, this is fucking. I knew we were gonna lose, like, but it's still annoying.
Yeah.
You can
I
still
wish you were
win.
one of them people
10
that way
minutes,
where you could
3 goals.
smash stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, good goal, man. He hit it nicely.
But watch. Players actually don't even go close to him.
Nobody near him.
Nobody's stepping out.
Nobody near him. Like our defense is just shocking.
It's not just to blame one player, just the whole defense. Nobody's
Yeah.
stepping out or
I
whatever.
don't even think it's the defense. It's like, where's the midfield?
Oh, that's
yeah.
non-existent as well.
Like that realistically is their territory as such.
They're gonna take the Mickey out of us now.
Hmm?
It was the only good goal by Man U, actually.
No, I'm with you, Ginger. I just can't see us getting rid of him. That's the only thing.
Yes, I'm on the
cra-
counter. Oh,
What's
offside.
crazy is the
Jesus.
3-1 up with arguably the best player in the world, and the owners are terrible. So, life as a Man U fan.
Pogba, is that right? Pogba's got 6 assists this season already. Oh yeah, because he had 4 in one game, didn't he? Joyce.
Easy game. It's the season of Man U failed if they don't pick up any silverware.
Yeah, I think so.
I asked at the Sophie of the ladies in red, where we did the preview with. She said they have to win at least something, even if it's the FA Cup. Otherwise, it's a failed season. I agree totally.
Definitely.
Who would you replace him with?
Who?
If you got rid of Ollie, who would you replace him with?
But phew. I don't know. I would go like, I don't know what Paul Scholes is doing at the moment, but I would go with some sort of club legend. He's a manager, isn't he?
Well, he left Oldham after 3 days. No, not 3
I would
days.
something to go along those lines, Paul Scholes or something. Ryan Giggs maybe.
Well, you wouldn't want Ryan Giggs. He's
Why
just
not?
because I think he's going to court for beating up his lass, or rumoured.
I mean, just some sort of club legend, you know.
But then they've tried it with a club legend, though. Do you know what I mean?
Totally, yeah. Actually, Ollie said that this Man U team is better than the 1919 that won the treble.
Well, he's clearly a fucking idiot.
Mate, if you saw the players they had in the 99, that's mental. They have a good team now.
Daniel, like, I get that, but like, he hasn't been world class today. No way. 2 goals come from Freddie Woodman's mistakes.
West Ham Southampton still 0-0.
It's
Southampton
not
playing
going to
so
happen
defensively.
with Ashley at the helm, though. Do you think, Ginger? I don't think it's going to happen. Do you? That's the problem. Dude.
Kind of happy I turned on. Donny is coming in.
I think, honestly, mate, Mag, I really think that's like reaching. if Ronaldo's not in that side, like it doesn't make any difference. Like Woodman's made the mistake. Someone else scores those goals. Ronaldo hasn't been massively influential and took this game by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah. Agree with you there.
And if we play like this again, no, Leeds will run us off the fucking park.
What the fuck happened to Martial? He shaved his head.
That's it. Like Leeds are a much better side than this Man United side's been.
Martial hit the ball. Do you guys think that Donny should play for Man U every week?
I can't believe he doesn't get more minutes. I think he's an excellent player.
Did you
Me
just
too.
see? Did you just see Willock putting his shirt over his top?
No.
Over
Okay,
his face?
so why? What's going on with that?
It didn't. It just seems to me that he's regretting.
He's
coming to
done?
Newcastle.
What did he do?
He pulled his shirt over his head, and it looked like he was going to start crying.
Well, at least his heart is there in the game.
Well, it's probably not his heart. He's thinking, I've just signed a 5-year deal, and it's hard to get away from him.
Leeds,
Yes.
Man U beat Leeds 5-1. Yeah, definitely. I know that, but this Man U side isn't hasn't played very well today.
I think you can clearly say that Man U didn't act up to the expectations that they thought they would on this game.
But then, if you're a neutral or biased Man U fan, you'll be saying that they've played off the park.
Yeah, definitely. Daniel, I wouldn't say any players had a bad game for us other than Freddie Woodman, to be honest. We have had a go. You know, it's not been as defensive as I thought it might be. But we've lost to 2 goalkeeping mistakes, essentially. But that is what happens when you sit back.
Yeah. Our club is sick, and it has cancers in some places that are vital. It sounds a little bit weird, but these people have to go. These things. Otherwise, there's no way out. In my
I've heard you're quite hot on your takes as well, Geordie. I've heard some stuff comes to fruition, so I'd be interested as to know where that's come from.
I mean, it looked already depressing going into this next season, but it's not looking bright at all.
It's one of them as well. Like, as much as we all get on Bruce's case, like Liam said at the start, like, you feel for him to a certain extent because he wanted to bring players in and he hasn't been given the backing.
See, it's just like ASM's in a corner there. Like, no one's coming to help him. Like, is that Bruce's tactics, or is that just laziness from the players?
Yeah.
And then Joe Linton's just fell over.
It's a hard watch. Looks like every week it gets worse and worse. Aye.
Who's your source, Geordie? I reckon I've seen some of your stuff on forums as well.
I think Jody knows someone inside of the club, but Well, I also know that Jordi would never give his source away.
Yeah, I know. I'm only saying that for effect.
Mm.
I wouldn't actually expect him to tell me. Oh yeah, it's
And I don't blame him actually.
it's Alan
I
from
wouldn't either.
Bramlington. He works at the.
3 minutes extra time. You can still go for it. Let's go for a draw.
Our numbers have been bad today as well. The watch long number.
Yeah.
But we do thank everyone for being here. By the way, I want Lampard. He will bring through our youth. I'd like to see Lampard. Definitely.
But then it's all well and good saying he'll bring through the youth, but then if they're not good enough, then Jesse
4-1 menu. 4-1.
Who scored the fourth?
Happy
Lingard.
days. I don't know.
Jesse Lingard.
Did
Do you
he?
feel for Bruce? He has been shafted. He has. And I do agree. I'd have much more respect if he resigned.
Yeah, Lingard scored 92nd minute. Awesome.
Hey, Kelsey, look, I'm telling you, like, we don't claim to be in the nose, but I know that this man gets a lot of stuff right.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I did the lineups,
I was going to say, like, I know stuff that were coming in from the forums and lineups and stuff. I know where it was coming from.
good goal. That was a good goal.
So we would get lineups a good 6-7 hours before they were coming out of the club. So I'm interested to see what happens.
After an okay first half, we got better at the second half.
Unbelievable goal that was.
Yeah, that's a good goal. Happy days for a Man U fan. Brighton just scored against Brentford. 1-0. Arsenal's finished. 1-0. We are finished.
Goldbridge
Looks
has
like
got 40 now, Carl.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're at 58. John Sinclair's got more.
But he does have 1.1 million.
No, yeah, it's a lot of people.
He's sponsored by Boohoo.
Who are you watching?
Is that who's sponsored by now?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Who are you watching?
It was, Mark Goldbridge.
Who's that?
He's like us, but the same equivalent. He's like massive. He's got 1.1 million subscribers on YouTube.
Well, look at us struggling to get to 30k subs.
But I'll have a conversation with you about it later.
Aye.
Wait, that's full time. What a shit show.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us all day, and ladies, of course. It has it's been not too bad. We thought it was going to be a lot worse, to be fair. I think some of us predicted maybe 8 or 9. So 4, we'll take it.
If you haven't already, leave a like.
Let's stay optimistic.
Yeah.
Brandon, what's coming up next?
I think scoring the players, isn't it? Carl, at least good luck with the little one.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank
you
you all.
You'll manage.
No worries.
Definitely. But yeah, I'm going to jump off. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Liam and Brandon for scoring the players. And then they'll have the fan reaction as well. So if you want to jump in, by all means do. Geordie Sandcaster says Steve Bruce is gone after the next 3 games. Should things not improve? And from the dealings I've had with him, I'd be inclined to believe him. Hashtag in the know. Hopefully Bruce is gone.
Carl, can you stay on? Carl, can you stay on for like 1 or 2 minutes? I just go to the loo real quick. And
Yeah. That's
cheers, mate. I turn off the sound, by the way.
You're literally leaving him. He's been without a carer. Do you know what I mean? How much of a scumbag are you, Brandon?
He's 10 days old, and you're expecting him to fend for himself.
Yeah, just leave your bear in the wilderness.
Conceded 12 in 4 games now. That is bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. The score, mate, is 4-1. I didn't update it. I'll update it.
I thought it said Rondon 2 at first when I had a quick glance. The numbers have risen though since the match is finished.
It's been bad today.
Yeah.
Oh. Who scored the last goal for Man United?
Lingard.
Is that number 4?
There's a comment here saying ASM needs to stop the long shots.
I think he had one, didn't he?
But then what I was going to say is, if he's got no one else on, what else is he going to do? Essentially, he's just going to run into a brick wall, which he did do most of that game, because there were some points where he was the only Newcastle player and he was in the final third.
Fucking joke, mate. Absolute joke. But yeah, if you haven't already, like Liam said, please like and share the video. Thank you again for all joining us. I will see you. Actually, no, I won't see you because I should be at the Leeds game. So I might see you on a video after that, but I'll leave you in their capable hands to do the scoring the players and the fan reaction. See you later, lads. Appreciate you joining me.
Yeah, see you later, mate.
Same for you, mate.
In a bit.
Always good.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, mate. So now it's us again.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Are we doing scoring the players first, yeah?
Sure. For sure.
Right, okay. Right. So, Brandon, how did you think Freddie Woodman done the day?
He didn't do great, to be fair. I don't think he's a Premier League player. It maybe sounds a little bit harsh, but these mistakes 2 times in one game can't happen.
Yeah.
I think a 2.
2.
Do you agree?
Well, yeah. Essentially, he's made 2 errors for 2 goals and then conceded 2 goals on top of that himself. So he's letting 4 goals a day, which isn't obviously great. But what's that? 12 goals in 3 games?
Yeah, I think so. I could check for you real quick if needed. But
so would you start Darlow in the next game?
100%.
Do you think?
I think Darlow, either Dubravka would have saved both of the first 2 goals. Like I'm not sure about the strike of Fernandez. That was a good goal, and also the goal from Lingard.
Yeah,
they probably wouldn't have had it, but the first 2 goals, if you're a Premier League goalie, you should save both.
Do you feel like his defense didn't help him?
No, I don't agree with this. These ball, if you just save them or even make it the corner kick, you're fine. But he didn't do both. He just, I don't know what he was doing, but that was just not Premier League worthy.
Yeah. Right. So I'll have you on cue because I think it's probably going to be the easiest player out of them all. I think I'm going to give him. This might be slightly high, but I think I'm going to give him a 7, which people probably won't agree with. But no, I think he did score, and we did have that short period of time where we were actually playing quite good football. I think you would agree, Brandon.
Yeah, Makio. Well, I didn't see the first half, so I don't know. But you guys were saying he played decent. So if I have just to go off from the second half, he played more than well, actually. Especially going forward, he looks a threat.
Yeah.
And defensively, he didn't either that much. No, yeah, I can come in with a 7, 6, 7. Yeah, 7, for sure. Right.
So next we'll move on to Mr. Isaac Hayden, who started at centre-back of the day, which obviously isn't his natural position. You could say...
Do you like him to play there?
No, I prefer him in the middle, in the centre mid. You could say for the second Ronaldo goal, he could have got a little bit tighter to him, but then obviously that's the difference between a world-class player and just an average Premier League player. So what rating are you going to give him, Brandon? And why?
5. I said maybe too high. I don't know. I blame the whole defense, and maybe like you said as well on the watch along, the midfield as well. That nobody did anything on the goal of Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Nobody stepped out. Nobody chased back from the midfield. It was just well done by Bruno Fernandes. Like
Yeah.
he played between the lines. But
Whose fault do you think that goal was? Do you think it was the midfield or do you think it was the defenses? Because the defense was in a line and then the midfield just seemed to be too close to them.
Yeah, difficult one. I think it's the whole team to blame. To be fair, works both ways. Defense could have stepped out at least one, because especially when you play 5 at the back, but also the midfield could have assisted the defense. Yeah, works both ways, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'm going to move on to Jamal Lascelles. Obviously the club captain, isn't he? From what I'm aware. See, I'm going to go slightly lower just because we conceded 4 goals today. I think I'm going to go with a 4.
And him being the captain.
Yeah. I don't think he was particularly at fault for any of the goals. I don't think he particularly done any major errors, but I think you're still conceding 4 goals at this level, and some of the goals were just atrocious. I think the third one that we've just discussed, the defense didn't step out and the midfield didn't step out, and obviously he should be being a lot more vocal. So next we'll move on to Kieran Clark. What did you make of him today?
Didn't see much of him, to be fair. Like I said, didn't see the first half, so I can't judge of that. But second half, he was like, was he even playing? You know, like didn't see him at all. So I would say like, how much did you score yourselves?
4.
I go for a 4 as well.
4 as well. Do you sometimes feel like when we are getting beat that the defenders are non-existent? So sometimes they do get bypassed.
I have to say, last season I thought our defense was kind of solid, much better than now. I don't know what's going on this season, but we look off the pace. It's like there's no organization. Maybe it's because we missed Darlow or Dubravka. Maybe even more Dubravka because he's more vocal in the field. Like Lascelles is vocal, but he probably needs someone behind him also to be like vocal and shit and organize it, I guess. But that's the only thing I could blame it on, because if you have them one-on-one, they're okay defenders, you know. I'm solid. Let's say solid defenders, but they're not outstanding. But they do the job pretty well if they're sitting back or whatever, like the way we play.
Because what I would say is, up until the goal in the first half, they were pretty organised. The back 5.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but
yeah, it was just like, obviously the Woodman situation didn't help. Right, so who's next? It is Matt Ritchie. Obviously, in previous games, Matt Ritchie's been at fault for other goals. I think he's been at fault for quite a few goals, I think, and it would be quite interesting to see how many people would actually have dropped Ritchie for Lewis, because I was fully expecting it. Like, so if we're going off the other things, I think I'm going to give Ritchie a 4 as well, because I think he done all right. Obviously, he was playing against Jadon Sancho, who's a world-class player, and I think he didn't particularly do much wrong today, but then I don't think he particularly done much right, so that's why I'm going to give him a 4.
Okay.
So we'll move on to Sean Longstaff for yourself, Brandon.
I thought he had a better game than the last games he played, for sure. He looked picking up balls from the midfield and shit. He steal the ball. Going forward, he was kind of okay, I guess. But I would like to give Sean a 6.
6. Okay. Why do you think a 6?
Well, he had probably one of his better games this season for us. Didn't rate him that much the last couple of 4 games. So yeah, I would like to give him a little bit of
credit.
Yeah. So that's why 6.
Do you feel like we're starting to see this old Sean Longstaff again?
I would like to, for sure. But I think it really depends on how Sean is played, like how you use him. That's critical, how he plays as well. If he gets a little bit more free roll and be able to go forward more, I think you will see the also some long stuff back. But I don't think he's really a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
It's more like an attacking midfielder, in my opinion.
So next I'll move on to Joe Willock. It wasn't his greatest game. I don't think we've yet to see the heights of what Willock has reached when he came the end of last season on loan. I think he was pretty much non-existent. If you agree, Brandon, in the second half, he pretty much the ball just bypassed him.
What did you give him?
I think I'm going to give him a 4.
4? Isn't that a bit too harsh? I don't know. I don't think he was the worst player though, but yeah, he didn't do much either though. Like Hayden Clark.
Something he'd done well.
He ran a lot. I don't know. Yeah, you can make a case for 4 or 5. Yeah. Yeah, what did he do well? Not much.
Yeah.
He wasn't a threat at all, like he should be. That's why we bought him, for the goals, for being the threat for going forward, and he didn't this game. So yeah, I can come in with a 4 actually, thinking about it.
One thing I would like to add is I mentioned it during the live stream. He did pull his shirt over his head, and it looked like he was contemplating whether he's made the right decision coming to Newcastle. Because obviously since he signed, we haven't won a game yet, have we? I think we've only got 1 point out of 4 games, which isn't something he's probably expecting. But we'll move on. I'll give you Mr. Almiron.
He did better actually, going forward especially, and that's the player he is. He needs to go forward and not doing all the defensive work. I'm sure Miggy don't mind doing the defensive work, but it's not his style. It's not his style. He's not a player like that.
Yeah,
he shouldn't be doing that. People like Hayden or even Matty Longstaff or whatever should be doing that. He can be a threat going forward, and we saw bits of that today. So I would like to give Miggy 6.
Miggy a 6.
Do you agree? I know you always have a thing with Miggy, so.
I do agree with you. He did play a lot better, but then I think sometimes he doesn't have a football brain. He's a good footballer, but sometimes he makes the wrong choice, whether he passes the wrong person, he just sometimes seems just to keep running into a dead end.
I think it's a good example if you look at it. He was going forward and he crossed the ball into the box and nobody was there. ASM was just too late. It was maybe just a second or 1 or 2. If he would have dragged the ball back and just wait for the connection of the midfield and the other attackers like ASM or whatever, or even Joe Linton, that could have been created a bigger chance. So I kind of get what you mean, like with the football brain. Maybe a better player, you probably drag it back, wait for connection, and then cross the ball in. So
do you feel like if he was in more of an attacking team, you would see his potential be better?
Well, yeah, pretty much, because look at the likes when he plays for Paraguay.
Yeah.
Like we love to see that Miggy, right?
Yeah.
When he plays for Paraguay, he's probably now at the moment the favorite player of Paraguay in the national team. So yeah, I think you're right. If he plays in a more attacking team, definitely.
Well, I'll move on to Alan Saint-Maximin. I think he had a good game, but very frustrating game. You would agree?
Can you blame him though?
No,
he wasn't top on his own. So.
Yeah, it was sort of like give the ball to him and expect him to dribble past the whole of the Man U team and then slot it in the bottom corner. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm going to give him a 6. Well, actually, I am going to give him a 6. I've put it in now, so yeah, it's going to be a 6 for me. I think we'll be lucky if he stays next summer. If I'm being honest,
I don't think he will, because he said we need to improve. We need to play at least for Europe. We don't, clearly.
Yeah.
So I think he's off next season, or maybe even in the winter already.
Yeah.
But when he see this as a sinking ship, he's gone, and I can't blame him either. Either though he probably lost it, he lost the tune and he lost the fans, but he's still a professional football player as well, so he has to think about his future. So I don't blame him at all.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the final person out the starting 11, which is Joe Linton, and you can take him, Brandon. What do you think?
He had one decent good chance. He pushed Varane away, like he wasn't even there. Like he was like a 14-year-old kid. So I don't know how he did in the first half. I would like to give him a 5.5.
A 5.5.
Yeah.
Because
do you think?
I agree. I don't think he was the worst. I think he was probably one of the better players on the pitch. He did. De Gea did have to save a shot from. Then you could say could he have went either side of him? Do you know what I mean? But yes, I think 5.5 is a fair score for Joe Linton. Next, we'll move on to Jeff Hendrick.
I would say that's a non-applicable, isn't it?
Well, he did. Why not applicable?
What minute he came on?
I'll double check. He came on. It doesn't actually say.
86 minutes.
86 minutes.
Yeah,
So
that's why I want.
Non-applicable for Jeff Hendrick.
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we have to go to the main man himself, I guess.
Yes, Mr. Murphy. What would you rate him?
Haven't seen much of him, to be fair. I would have liked him to play more forward with us being 2-1 down.
Yeah.
But he obviously got changed for Manquillo. Not much. 5. Not much he could have changed from that position.
Yeah.
Don't really blame him. So I don't know.
I sometimes feel like he comes on when we're losing, and it's expected of him to try and win it.
He turns the game around.
Yeah, he's expected to turn the game around. Like if you look at our bench, it's not the greatest bench in the world, is it?
Not at all. Is there? No, there's not a real threat on the bench. You can maybe make a case for Gale, but even then, Gale, I don't know. Yeah. It's more like a championship player. Yeah. As much as I hate to say it.
So now we move on to the final player that's came on today, which is Jamal Lewis. He only came on 84 minutes, so that was when we were 3-1 down.
Yep.
So how do you feel he done, Brandon?
Not seeing much of him. I thought you would have taken Lewis, to be fair.
Well, he only came on for like less than 10 minutes, so we could just go with non-applicable again.
I would say so, yeah.
Non-applicable.
I would say so.
Right. So now we move on to the main man, the one that's making all the decisions, Mr. Steve Bruce. What are you thinking, Brandon?
You know what it is? Like I get that you play 5 at the back against Man U, probably, I guess. But you would have probably want to surprise Man U and just keep pushing, and if you get a hammering, whatever. We still got hammered, to be fair, in my opinion. They even didn't play well either. So
do you feel like you got the formation right today?
I just can't agree with the formation at all that he's playing also last season. Well, we stayed up last season and we finished pretty decent in the end. But looks so negative, man. So I would like to say 1. I can't back it anymore. I don't know.
You'll go with 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, tough on this one. Like, I don't.
I just want him out, Liam.
Yeah.
That's it.
I get that, but then I don't think he was at fault for the first 2 goals.
No,
the formation didn't. You couldn't blame the formation for them first 2 goals, could you? You just wonder what goes on at the training ground, because it seems like we're just saying this exact same thing for the last 2.5 years. I'm going to go 2, so it's probably an average of 1.5, which isn't great.
But that half point that would probably make him feel good. I guess.
We got beat 4-1 at the end of the day. Regardless if Man U didn't play well, it was still a 4-1.
It makes it even worse, I guess. I don't know. It's just a shit show. Something needs to change. And I hope Jordi is right in what Carl was mentioning, that if this goes on for 3 more games. And I hope it does, actually. I hope
Yeah.
we drag on like this, lose 3 more games, and hopefully a new manager who has some balls and just can stand up against Charlie or Ashley or whatever, or just at least just play some positive football. Like I would like to see us play sort of defensively against the bigger teams, but for example, if you play Burnley or Brentford or whatever, I would like to see us playing attacking positive football, and that's not much to ask for. You have the players,
Yeah.
sort of attacking wise at least. Well, you
Do
miss
you
players on the
feel
midfield.
like that 11 was the strongest that you could have picked?
Well, no, because we're missing key players. But
No. So the key players are injured. So out of what he's got, do you feel like they were the strongest?
No, I would probably play Gil, as you're missing a real striker. I don't think Maxi is a striker. I would probably play Gil on top, and behind Gil, Willock, on the left Maxi, and then probably on the right Almiron or Jolinton, and then you can just change your midfield a bit. Yeah, I don't know. You can even make a case for playing Shaw, Willock, and Longstaff on the midfield.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the better one to go with. Or I would probably play Hayden actually in the midfield and not. I don't know. Yeah, probably play midfield Hayden, Longstaff, and that stuff. Now I don't think he played the strongest side though.
Yeah. Right. Well, what we'll do is we'll move on to the fan reaction show. So we'll get with first person in.
Do you change the title though, or
I think so.
did you?
You deal with that, not me. Right. So
I'm not aware of that. To be fair, wait. Let me change that.
We'll bring Dylan in first. Dylan, how are we?
Not too bad, and yourselves?
After watching that
No.
for 2 hours, it's sort of like it's sort of like deja vu.
I expected it though, so I don't feel as bad as usual.
Yeah. Do you feel like we deserve to get beat 4-1 today?
The scoreline we didn't deserve to lose by. That was harsh, but that being said, we're just so negative and it's just so fucking depressing, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, the score was harsh on us, but it wasn't at the same time because of how much of the ball United had.
Yeah. We just didn't have anything going forward, did we?
We were dangerous on the counter, but like whenever Maxi or Miggy would get the ball kind of in and around the box, they put it into the box and sure there's no one there.
Yeah.
Willock was playing more deeper today, and literally there was the two of them up against a whole United backline, and sure, you know that won't end up positively for us too much.
Right. Would you start Darlow in the next game?
Oh God, yeah. I'm sorry, Woodman. He is not up to it at all. The first two goals were inexcusable, and I'd want to give him a chance, but he's not convinced me at all yet this season, and today kind of affirmed that for me.
Yeah. So for the third goal, you can't really blame him, which was obviously.
Oh no, geez, the last two were fantastic goals, but just the first two.
Yeah, if you look at the third one, the defense and the midfield don't move. So who would you blame for that? Would you say it was the midfield's fault, or would you say it's the defense's fault?
I think it's a bit of both, because they all know that you can't give a player of Bruno Fernandes's quality that much room on the ball from just outside the box, because you know he's going to hit the target, be it a save or as a shot that went in. But our midfield is so static. It's just Sean Longstaff is another one. You hope these lads do well because they're local Newcastle lads, but unfortunately he's too slow. I can't take to him whatsoever.
Yeah, it was a hard one to take because like up until the 46th minute, we were playing all right, we were attacking Man U, and then obviously Ronaldo essentially gets a tapping.
And then the media made it out as if it was a Puskas-worthy goal.
Yeah, and then his second goal was you could argue that. But
Hayden was very static for that. You have Fernandes and Shearer on the bench, but you start a defensive midfielder at centre back. Just with Bruce, you can't even, logic just doesn't exist with him. You just can't even say Bruce has done this wrong, he's done that wrong, because it's just commonplace now. He's just an absolute buffoon.
Yeah.
Would you have played Gil today? As we didn't play with a real striker, in my opinion.
I think, because I'll give it to Joe Linton. He holds up the ball well, but Jesus, that lad cannot kick a ball to save his life. He's like, he has all the endeavour, but then he has the end product of a 6-year-old that's trying to learn how to kick a football. He just cannot set himself right or anything. But like Dwight Gale is a proper striking option up front, and have Maxi maybe out, because Maximin was started up front, but sure, all his work came pretty much down the flank or sometimes kind of just in behind Joe Linton. But sure, like, can't really say who's best suited at the moment because it's just such a negative way of playing.
Do you think there's a chance of us staying up this season?
Oh, there's a chance of us staying up. We haven't a good squad. I'm not going to say we have a good squad, but we haven't an awful squad either. But we do lack depth in that squad, and unfortunately, with the manager we have, I'm swaying to us going down because we got lucky last year. I know we finished 17 points above Fulham, but Fulham dropped off badly at the end, and we kind of Willock on top form got good results at the end. But
so I think for that situation again, that we pick up points.
If you offered me 17th now, I'd rip your hand off, because we are, especially now, it's just doom and gloom, and I just can't see any way out of it.
I feel like we had this conversation last year.
Don't you feel like we need to get relegated now? Like we need to get relegated to have something changed in the club.
I don't think relegation will do anything.
With hindsight, of course, I take relegation to League 2 to get Mike Ashley out of the club, but that's hindsight.
That's what I mean.
The EFL are as bad as the Premier League, because you've seen big clubs like fucking Bolton, like Bury, them liquidated. Bolton gone down the divisions, nearly gone. Derby getting all these fines, and all this stuff. The EFL aren't much better than the Premier League in that regard. I don't think relegation is the best way, because then we'll be less sought after as well, because Mike Ashley won't budge by his price.
This isn't the way either, though. I mean,
we can only hope.
This can still drag on for like 5 years, probably. Even though Mike Ashley wants to sell.
But
there's no buyer.
If we're a league or a championship club, no one's going to touch us for 300+ million. Not a chance.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And Mike Ashley is stubborn. He won't. Might budge off a small portion of that fee, but he will not.
He wants his money back.
He wants his money back, and more, because he bought us 80 million, I think, was it something like 80 million.
But the other weird thing is though as well, like, where's all the money going? When we sell Genie, whatever.
Well, it's not.
It's going to his pocket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would have think like he already made up for the 300 million just by staying into for 40 seasons in the fucking Premier League.
He's so money hungry though. He's
I can't blame someone for being money hungry, but
can't. No, that's the thing. But at the same time, sacking Bruce now would cost us roughly 4 million. That's as opposed to possibly TV revenue being 150, 200 million. You have to get rid of Bruce to give us a chance, because honestly, as I said, I don't see there's a positive end in sight if that idiot is still in charge. And with Mike Ashley, if we go down, we'll be with him for a lot longer, because he won't budge too much from his price.
I don't think Mike Ashley goes down in his price, to be fair.
No, you
Not
won't.
at all. And yeah,
That's why it'll
That's
be a struggle.
pathetic thing.
No, if the only saving grace we could have is if in January we're cut adrift, where we're 7 or 8 points from safety, or we're in a real battle, and he actually might put a bit of money into it, because he will know that the repercussions of going down, and he will know, look, buying this player for this amount of money to help us stay up. He will put his money where his mouth is, I think, in January. But
isn't it too late though? Like, why does it always have to come to like, oh, we're gonna strengthen our team in the fucking winter transfer window? Why not immediately? Like, why are you taking the risk?
That's Mike Ashley. He's gambled this club for so many years.
Stupid, man. So fucking stupid.
Well, what we'll do is we'll bring Andrew in and see what his opinion on it.
I just want to hold this to you guys, though. Like what Jody is saying, he will stay up. Norwich, Watford, and probably Brentford will go down.
Not Brentford.
And I would like to start with another positive before we start with Andrew.
Hey guys,
this is a positive. Hey Andrew.
Oh, cheers.
How are you, Andrew? Andrew,
are you there?
I'm here. You got us?
Okay.
Yeah. Got you now.
You were lacking a little bit.
Technical issues. What did you make of the day's game? Oh.
His
that better?
internet is. Now you're good. You have to go closer to the router.
2 seconds. I'll just start the TV off.
Nice.
Sorry, guys. My internet's playing up. My apologies.
Pay your bills.
Sorry,
mate.
carry on. What were you saying?
How do you feel
pay your bills, we said.
I've had a bit of a David, as you know, the wife's a Man United supporter. She's had it planned all night that when I was live, she was going to come back and do that to the Man United badge. But luckily, my internet's playing up, so that's not going to be possible. Poor game. First half, wasn't it? I think that's what we've got to look at first half.
Yeah.
Second half, Joe Linton, I thought had a great game in the second half. Miggy was brilliant for 10 minutes, but it's 4-1 again, isn't it? We're conceding goals.
Yeah.
12-4.
And that's even
like
with
we were defensively. The way we're playing under Bruce is similar to Rafa, but we're defensively worse. Like we're conceding so many more goals, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone wanted to some TV. Oh, there she is. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Get off the stream, man. Get off the stream, man. Away.
Oh, the White House.
Andrew, how can you let this happen? To be fair, be a man. Be a man. Stand up for yourself.
Get out.
Oh, you're gonna sleep on the couch tonight, mate.
Oh, she's on the couch, mate. Whoever loses goes on the couch. So that's me, I suppose. Yes, yeah, you're right.
So because the media is going to talk about it for the rest of the week, how do we feel Ronaldo played the day?
Bar his goals, I didn't think he was amazing. He gave the ball away a few times, and he tried these clever flicks. He didn't do well. Of course, he didn't do badly, but like we afforded him the chance to do well. But of course,
correct that Woodman gave him the opportunity.
Yeah,
it's too nice gift by Woodman. Welcome to the Premier League, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably asking for his shirt after the game.
No,
I gave you 2 goals for free.
I saw Lascelles asked him, and Joe Linton asked him, and then Ronaldo pointed back that he was giving it to Lascelles, so poor Joe Linton just can't win at anything.
Not even from his native speaker. He can get a fucking shirt. He's winning nothing.
He's winning. He's getting absolutely nothing.
Andrew, I'm going to ask you, would you start Darlow and goal in the next game?
Depending on how fit he is, I think Woodman's, yes, as everyone's probably said, he could have done better for 2 of the goals, I think, definitely.
Could have done.
But at the same time, I don't think we're giving Ronaldo the credit that he doesn't generally get sometimes when he's following in. How many strikers are following in there? You know, he's made a slight error, but how many times do you see them where the keeper just picks it up?
Yeah.
So we've got to give Ronaldo credit as well. But yes, he's made a mistake.
Oh, wait, is your wife holding a gun against you now? But you have to say these things.
Mate, you know as well as I do, it's not the gun that they hold against you, it's the ban that's the problem.
Okay, here. Fair enough.
But the second goal, I think he could do better as well. The third and fourth goal, he's got no chance. But was his distribution very good today as well? I think you can question his distribution today as well. But I think we're being a little bit harsh. I mean, hang on, the lad's only made 4 Premier League appearances and he's just played in a huge, huge stadium with, as we heard for the first 10 minutes, the best atmosphere that's been there for a long, long time. So let's just put ourselves in that situation and see how we would have reacted as well. You know, he's been under pressure. He had an okay game. He's made 2 mistakes. He wasn't the only one to make mistakes today. I thought ASM made more than enough mistakes today, giving the ball away. We kept getting.
But he looked only, especially and with Sean Longstaff, the most lively. On the field. He looked like the only one who really wanted to make something up to this game. He was the only sort of threat, together with maybe Sean Longstaff and maybe Joe Linton, but for the rest of it, not much.
He did, but how many times did DSM give the ball away and we got a shot on our goal?
I don't care if he gives the ball away. Well, I do mind, but if he scores a goal or gives an assist, I don't care that he loses the ball some now and then. You know what I mean? If it's at least some positive. I think
Mickey made more open opportunities today, mate, if I'm honest, Brandon. Sorry.
I get what you're saying there about ASM, but do you ever feel like ASM was everything was pinned on ASM's shoulders? If he didn't perform, Newcastle weren't going to perform. So essentially, ASM looked good in some parts and bad in some parts because he just didn't have the support there of the team. So essentially, he was running into walls and running down the line, trying to take 3 people on. Then obviously that final 4th one is where he's going to get stopped.
Yeah.
I think Andrew's a little bit too harsh on ASM, to be fair.
It's just the way I saw it. I see it as how I see it.
It's your opinion. It's your opinion, mate, for sure. Everyone, before we go on with the Fan Reaction Show, you can still drop in. We still have place in the Fan Reaction Show to join us. So feel free to join us. We have place after these guys. So, for example, if Jordy wanna jump in finally for the first time or whatever, please join us.
And like the video, if you haven't already.
There you go.
So who do we play next? Leeds.
Leeds, yeah.
Friday.
Would you change the formation? And if so, what formation would you change it to?
Is that to Dylan or me? Sorry.
Either or, both.
Dylan, do you want to go?
What's the best formation?
He's in there, mate. Sorry.
Andrew's just having time to think.
I just think so. I've echoed this a lot. Something like a 4-1-2-1-2. Something where we have. Say it depends on the teams we come up against. Start with a back 4 and say have Hayden kind of screening the defence just ahead of them, and then possibly, or I'd love to try sharing a holding midfield role, then having Maximin and Almiron on each side in the wings, and then who the fuck? Actually, I'm losing my head now. But something with a bit more of an attacking emphasis to it, like where because today we looked really dangerous on the counter, and that was with literally 8 players pretty much parked nearly nigh on our own box. But just something that we actually have a bit more of an attacking outlet to show, and that our chances start getting up more, that we start creating more chances. I'd love to see Ryan Fraser. I know he's injured, but I'd love to see him getting a run out, but he doesn't seem to get one at all.
Yeah.
I think it's proved today a little bit that if we do give Joe Linton a little bit of freedom on the left-hand side, he does cut in. But you hit the nail on the head before, Dylan, that during the game I said he's done the hard bit. The bit where he doesn't strike the ball cleanly, like a 6-year-old, as you said, is easier than the bit that he's just done. He's just done the defender. Exactly. 2 defenders, really, in a sense. He's just got to strike the ball. I mean, what are you doing through the week? Are you not practicing this?
To both of you guys, how much credit does Julian still have?
How much what?
Credit does he still have?
He's worked hard today.
I thought he did well, but it's again, he's suited more as a creator, if that's the best way to put it, because he can actually hold up the ball well, and he has nice touches. He actually is he's not as bad a footballer as he's made out to be, but just as an actual striker playing up front, he can't finish to save his life. He needs someone like Gale.
If you're a professional, right, and you're drilling, and you have honest teammates and say, mate, you're shit in finishing your chances, right? You would after training, you would probably take Woman or whatever, or even Gillespie. You take them and let's say let me finish. Let me get a few shots on goal, even if it's like for half an hour every day you do that. He would start to get better, but if you don't have that talent, I don't know.
He doesn't.
So
half the time when he does strike the ball cleanly, the goalkeeper's always at the goalkeeper. That's the problem. He does strike them cleanly at times.
He's not a natural footballer, mate.
No, he's not. It's the opposite to Santi Cazorla. You don't know which foot's his predominant foot because his striking's the same with his left as it is with his right.
It's the AliExpress version of Cristiano Ronaldo. He probably can graft hard, but that's it. And he speaks Portuguese.
You're being a bit kind to him now.
And he speaks Portuguese. That's the only comparison I have.
The problem with today's formation is we've got ASM, who's not a striker. We've got Joe Linton, who's not a striker, and we've got Miggy, who's not a striker. So how can you expect them to automatically just become a striker? You looked when Joe Linton first arrived, he got played by himself for the majority of that season when he's not an out-and-out striker. So that lad's confidence is probably knocked, and now he's starting to regain it, and he's probably starting to play a lot better. But if we've got a striker on the bench, I would rather drop Joe Linton onto the bench and then play Dwight Gale.
That's what I said. Why is Gale not playing?
Yeah.
I agree to a degree, but I think it depends on the side you're playing, isn't it? Because Gale's one of them where he might not be in the game, but then he'll touch a ball in the 6-yard box. So I think
the thing with Gale is he always have one or two chances that could be leading to a goal. And today we didn't have that at all.
If you're having enough of the ball for the chances to be created, I think the problem is Joe Linton offers you more opportunities to keep the ball. Gale doesn't, and we're struggling to keep the ball.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is we'll bring Dan to the conversation, and then we'll see what his opinion on it is. Daniel, is he there? Coming in?
He hasn't some leg now. He should be coming soon.
Yeah.
Take a session at the gym holding his phone up.
Before, because my laptop, he's gone.
No, he's back. Yeah, that's it.
Do you mind if I try and find a comfy?
Yeah, Andrew, get yourself away. Try and place. What did you make of today's game, pal?
Considering I thought it was going to be on about 5 or 6, and the fact that we actually did have a go at them, I'd say, I'm happy. Obviously, I know I was speaking to Carl earlier in the chat. The fact that obviously Woodman's he's given them one goal, definitely the first one. The second one, obviously, his legs were about as wide as the Grand Canyon, but you're just coming up against players who are double, if not 10 times as good as ours. And it's always going to be a tough game. I mean, if anybody said that was going to go there and absolutely batter Man United, then you're going to have a cloud cuckoo lad, didn't they? But I mean, I think.
Are you from Arsenal Fan TV then?
I do tune into that. It's a shot. I was praying that Norwich would win today, honestly, because
my brother's an Arsenal fan, so I wouldn't have. Yeah, I would have been the same there. But
so Dan? What would you change for the next game?
I don't know. Is Wilson going to be fit for the next game? Is he? Or
they said it's going to take as long as it takes, which is it could be and it can't be. Could be and couldn't be.
I mean, again, it's Fraser's injured as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think based on today, I didn't watch the game. I've just obviously seen what's been written on the commentary. I'd say Miggy has to keep his place because from what I've heard, he's probably our best player today.
He was brilliant.
Totally agree.
I think defence-wise, again, I'd probably keep it the same.
Would you keep 5 at the back?
No, four at the back. But I think
who would be your 4?
Fernandez, I think is probably our best centre back at the club, so he has to play. We always say Lascelles touch and go in terms of defensive wise, but he's the voice. He kind of pushes the back 4 or 5, whatever it is, up the pitch. And then I'll probably say Richie would keep his place on the left. And then I don't know. Do you keep Manquillo there because he's probably going to be a bit confident now that he's got a goal and he's put a few good crosses in today? Or do you put Murphy in, who arguably should probably have played today? Because I said his form since last season has been pretty fucking good, isn't it? So, yeah. I mean, then you got the pitch. Probably Longstaff would keep his place. Hayden as well. ASM would have to play. And then it's kind of picking the best out of the bad bunch, really, isn't it?
Would you start Darlow or keep Woodman?
If Darlow's fit, I'll play Darlow because I think Woodman's confidence has kind of been shot a little bit. I think after that little clang up.
12 goals in 5 games.
What else I want to talk about is, did you see Bruce's press conference yesterday when someone asked him about the club statement about the transfer?
He got real pissy. Oh, jeez.
Do you feel a bit bad for him because he was clearly trying to bring players in, and it seems like he had them just about to sign, and then the club went, no, we can't afford 500 grand over the loan just as a loan fee. Do you feel like he's been given a bad shot?
As much as we all don't want him there, I do feel a degree of sympathy on the transfer front. That's it. I think Willock had to come back in one way or another, loan or permanent. The fact we got him here permanent is great. He should have squared it for Joe Linton earlier, and obviously it could have been 1-1 a lot sooner. Well, it could have been 1-0 to us. But yeah, that's again nitpicking, isn't it? But yeah, I think the fact that the club wouldn't even get any more loan signings in is a joke. 25 million, and that's all. That's the only in or out we've had apart from contracts expiring. I think it's a joke. I was speaking to a friend, my dad of all people. I mean, he's not a Newcastle fan. He doesn't like talk about football that much. But he says that the fact that Mike Ashley, we allegedly wants to get rid of the club, and the fact that he doesn't want to spend all this money because he's pinning all his hopes on the takeover, but all this arbitration crap going through.
Yeah.
Which I think is stupid because now if it doesn't go through, he's stuck with the club and the club could be relegated and he'll never sell it. So why don't you just go out and bring a few more players in, give us like a bit more options and everything. Seems other like 4 or 5 players who are first team players who've all left. You know what I mean? Why don't you just get like 3 or 4 players in, even on loan, just to like kind of make the squad numbers up? And why don't they try and get Jetro back as a left back? Because we all know what he was like when he was there. He was fucking on fire, wasn't he? Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs, our club. But like I said, there are positives to take from it today. Just the fact that we got Cristiano and Bruno Fernandes.
Do you feel like there's 3 teams that are worse than us in the league at the moment?
Not at the moment.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Who would you say they are, Dan?
Well, the one that are below us, Norwich.
Yeah.
I think
Norwich and Watford, I think. Burnley maybe.
Then us?
No, I think Watford will go as well. I think Watford, Burnley and Norwich will go. Norwich will go.
What about Brentford?
Maybe Arsenal?
Well, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? It would be just to watch, just Robbie and if DT don't do it anymore. If DT done it, I'd just tune in just to watch him lose his mind. But yeah, shame he don't do it anymore. But no, I don't think we'll go down. It's just if there's another relegation battle this year, then there will be a massive.
Do you think
ASM will go?
Do you think ASM will go in the summer?
Next up. Well, let's see what happens with
If he's still here.
Oh, sorry, 2
What do you-
seconds. I'll be out
do
in
you
a second.
think-
I can
mate.
only
think
see
he'll
him
go in
stay if there's a
January?
takeover.
January. Look at Willock's reaction. He was like this in the
Yeah.
stand. He's realising what he's getting himself into.
Yeah, that's what I said before. I'm glad someone else seen it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I saw someone was saying that Bruce has got this compensation package if he was to get released or relieved from his duties. I mean, I just hope, as much as Mike Ashley is a dick, if he has got any brain at all, he has to get rid of him. If we don't beat Leeds, he'd have to go.
Who?
Honestly,
You're saying this, right? But who's going to replace him?
Good question.
oh yeah, we all know it's going to be a flipping basement dweller, don't we? It's going to be like a man.
But
who's been
then,
out of
is it
work.
not better the devil you know than the devil you don't know?
Not with
Well,
Bruce.
no, because with Bruce, no, because we all know
We know him too well, and
I think it's a fair
Shit.
statement to make. If we go for a manager who is free, and is probably free for a reason, it's going to be a massive gamble.
Correct.
The only two, I know the names have been mentioned left, right, and centre, but I think last season definitely when we were on that terrible run, it's Eddie. Eddie Howe's the only one that I would say nailed on is the one that has been proved and tested. He kept Bournemouth in the Premier League for what was it, 5 seasons?
Yeah.
Was it 5 or 6? I don't know, but yeah.
But he didn't get them up the table either in the Premier League. So
No, but I think no disrespect to Bournemouth fans, but I think where they were finishing is where they probably expected to. But I think with the players that we've got are probably better, or some of them are better. Anyway, not all of them, but some of them are better. And obviously, and then you think about some of the players that he's worked with are at our club. Wilson, Fraser.
Has Martinez got a job now?
Roberto Martinez.
He was.
Has he got a job? He
he's
left
Belgium.
Belgium, hasn't he?
Belgium. No, he's still with Belgium.
I thought he was leaving at the end of the. Sorry, I thought he was leaving at the end of the.
I want to be leaving Belgium for Newcastle.
I have to say, maybe
We'll cut that bit out. We'll cut that bit out.
We'll put it out with live television. Do you know what I mean?
maybe
I'll
Frank
call
de Boer is up to it. You know,
Chris
Frank de
Wilder's
Boer.
not a bad shout either.
They fall out with Mike Ashley, though.
Don't you think?
That's it,
Don't you think?
Chris Wilder, he had one very good season in the Premier League, and the second season they got the second lowest point total ever.
Still though, but he did a similar job to Eddie Howe. I know they stayed in the league for one season, but he took them from League One to the Premier League in 3 years. Like, he's a good manager. Like, and as we said, look, we're obviously not going to be appointing world-beating managers. Like us getting Rafa years ago is the best manager we'll get for years, just because he came from Madrid. Like, so the Wilder or Howe are the two I'd go for, because they're probably the best chance that we get.
Shouldn't we go for Frank de Boer? Don't you think you guys? Don't you think he wants some? But he wants probably some revenge from his time at Crystal Palace. He got sacked after 77 days.
Would he even?
He's not worse than we have now.
He was a good manager.
He plays probably better football than we do now.
Yeah.
With a good side.
It doesn't matter whether we play better football or not. I don't really care about the football as long as the results are there. Then you sort of improve from there.
I wasn't even getting the results at Holland with good side.
We're still under Bruce. We're playing shit and we're not getting results. Like, you'd rather actually lose a game 2-1 than lose games
when we actually fucking give it a try and go for it, you know. So this is probably clearly not working out. So why not give it a chance with some more attacking thinking manager, which Frank de Boer is.
Right,
I mean,
there's
not much other options, you know.
You'd rather lose a game where you have 45-50% possession than 25% possession where you've conceded 30 odd shots. Like,
guy at West Brom, I would take a gamble on.
Oh, he's a good manager. I said that actually last year. There's 2 managers. I said one lad, Pellegrino Matarazzo at Stuttgart, who's doing really well with them, and Valerian Ismail, who's at West Brom now, but he won't leave West Brom yet after going there in the summer.
I think it's just our club's just in a sad state of affairs, mate. We've said
it really is.
I think the transfer, well, the summer's just gone. The transfer window, I think, is the kind of the icing on the cake, really. You think about what, 25 million, that's all we had to spend. There's rumours, what is it, was 50 million at one point. So, you mean, where's that 25 million gone? You spent the 25 on the on Willock, then there's 25 million left. I said, yeah, you probably can get another 20 million pound player, and then you'll be got 5 million pound left for loan signings. So
it's not the smartest move we did, right? Compared to like transfer market, I probably prefer to more take Willock again on a loan with some other loan signings. I know it sounds stupid, or just some average players out of lower league, or good players with not that heavy
good
wages and transfer sum.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Good championship players, like.
Even you can have a look at the Dutch league or the Portuguese league, or maybe even French league, with the not the highest rated teams, but
that's where we used to do most of our business, was the French league.
The French league, yeah.
Like you could buy your Debussy.
But you can make a case for that the French league have at least solid defenders, and now that's the problem for now.
Do you think that was why Steve Bruce was so annoyed about the Boubacar loan? I think
I was going to mention him.
He's really fun. Whether it's him or Chowdhury that he was interested in, one of them's really annoyed him.
I think Kamara was hesitant about Newcastle. He didn't. And I mean, if you have any ambition, why would you go to Newcastle in the first place? But I think it was us, and I think Leicester could have been interested in him, but.
I don't know.
I think end of the day, I think we won't go down, but it will be another close. It'll be another close run thing. That's it. I mean, and I don't want to start talking about this takeover crap, because I'm sick and tired of it, like everybody else is. But
we need to get real about it.
Yeah, it's honestly, I don't think about it. I don't check in on it like some people do, but. There has to be like serious money put into the club. I mean, we've all said it. Obviously, all the failed ones that we've had. Oh, we'll do this. We'll paint the fucking city black and white everywhere, and all that kind of thing. And it's not that needs to be done. It's the club. I mean, there's players need to be bought. Obviously, the training facilities need to be done. All that, and that's with the bloke who's in charge. It just none of that is going to happen. And like I said, I'm not going to start swearing because I have a 6-year-old standing right next to me.
It's a good reason for it, though.
Yeah, but I think it's. I think that's it. Based on today, and I think all the games that we've played, bar the Aston Villa game, I think I've seen enough for us to be all right. I don't think we'll go down. I said there are 3 teams worse than us.
It's going to be tight, though.
Thing is, though,
against us, I mean, I will go in a second, but against West Ham, we were 2-1 up, and then just Bruce Ball happened, and then we just cocked that up. And then against Aston Villa, I think Wilson puts that chance away.
But the thing is, like, why do we even take this chance to be falling to the wrong side of relegation? Like, why don't we invest a little bit? If you look at Brentford, Norwich, whatever, they all invested even more than us, and they're promoted sides, Watford, like, why do we take this chance? Just invest like 40-50 million and you're probably fine. You already have a good squad. Just reinforce on the position that you need.
With the amount of goals, isn't it?
Yeah. Just so stupid.
Conceding goals, that's it.
So many.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're a businessman like Mike Ashley, why don't you invest like 50 million and you get the TV money again, and you probably sell it for 350 mil at the end of the season. Happy days. You got your money back. You invested a bit.
Maybe and even with TV money, he'd still be making over 100 million.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck.
But Mike Ashley doesn't think that way.
But I also believe there must be something behind it as well. I guess I'd like to hope so. Like,
see, you have that hope.
He's just a dumb fuck.
You have that hope that he thinks the takeover is happening, which is why he hasn't spent. But at the same time, he's fucked us. So he's fucked this club over so many times. You can't hang your hat on the takeover. Because I think he's washed his hands with the club.
That's what he's doing. That is exactly what he's doing. He's put all his chips into one. Well, he's got all in on one thing, and well, I mean, we all know what's going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're going to slide down the table, get relegated, and we'll end up. Well, we won't end up in League One because we're not that bad. But yeah.
Don't mention that. There's no mothers there.
No, I can't even say the name of that other team. So, but I think
Brandon, I'm going to get off a bit because the band's screaming on.
Aye. We're gonna wrap it up anyway.
See you later, mate.
Yeah,
I think most of us has to go, and we've been on for a little while already. So I think I want to thank Dylan, Dan, for coming on. Also Andrew, who already jumped off. But Andrew, thank you for coming on.
If you haven't already, remember to like the video.
Like he is saying, like Liam is saying, like the video. Even share it if you like. Don't forget to subscribe because we need to go to the 30K. That's the road we want to reach the end of the season. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
So please subscribe if you haven't, and hopefully a more positive next weekend against Leeds.
Yeah. Right. See you later.
Everyone, thank you so much. Ciao.